All right. We're here. It is time. I am gonna grab something to eat real quick. Grabbing something to eat. Okay. I'm coming back. Ugh. Okay. I'm back. I have some food. I have kimchi and rice, as usual, and I have some mozzarella balls to put on top. Don't judge. I have a cough to just add on top of everything else. How's it going? How are y'all doing? Not comment, truffle. Tunnel vision. Who are you? Welcome. Let me grab Discord. Open up Lore Tuesday. When was the last day? It was the 3rd. Actually, it's pretty chill today. It's pretty chill. We got some stuff that people posted right after right after Lore Tuesday last time. But I forget. Did we read Fury Light's thing? Okay, no, we did not. I don't remember seeing this. Freya without eye shine is a curse? Oh, like the little green version of her? Yeah. Kind of freaky. But I mean, she is supposed to be a little bit uncanny. That's part of her vibe. My gosh. Everyone's doing Frog's thing right now. Alright, let's get started. We should be able to get through this in not too much time. We're playing Flee the Facility and Waters is terrifying. I mean, I would imagine so. Ads. Not ads. Okay. We're gonna start. Let me turn the music down for myself. Is it too loud for anyone? Turn it down a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud. Alright, for this, we have a warning. There will be violence, cursing, blood, and appearance from Violence the Clown. At this point, the Clown Boy has a warning of its own. Yeah. Light was helping get the equipment packed up and the tents taken down. She wanted to find whoever had written that it was her dad's fault for the island's no weather. The thought made her growl. She had the thought, yes, especially after what the dragon had learned, but she had scribbled that answer out on the form before she had turned it in. She didn't want to believe the island was her dad's fault. It felt wrong in a sense. The dragon sighed softly, her wings folding closer to her face. Her ears twitched to something heavy walking. No, someone. Without hesitation, Light whirled around and swung out her fist in a right hook. It connected to the right side of Violence's face. The force of the attack flung the clown away, slamming him into a nearby tree. There was a good dent in his face from her punch, though it was quick to pop out. She growled, her tail lashed out behind her, and walked over to Violence. She took her right bracelet off and turned it into her scythe. She swung her weapon up and hovered it over Violence's neck. Violence! She spat, venom lacing her voice. Give me one good reason to not turn you in right now for your crimes. Light! I missed you, friend! Violence said as he smiled and gently pushed her scythe away. The dragon snarled, her eyes flashing gold briefly as she lifted her foot. She slammed it into the clown's chest, pushing him against the tree. Don't you dare call me your friend, Light snapped. Our friendship ended the moment you set my little sister's frog's skin on fire. Oh, my little sister's frog skin on fire. Light watched as his smile faded away. We ain't friends no more? He exclaimed. Damn, that's a bummer. I was really happy to find out you weren't dead. Cool tree, though. The dragon growled, the feathers on her wings puffing up. Fury made her blood boil. She moved her foot back off of Violence's chest. Then she kicked him through the tree. She teleported to Violence, slamming the sharp end of her scythe into the ground inches from the robot's head. Don't fucking start your bullshit, she growled as she knelt down, grabbing Violence by his chin. You sold Comet out to Eclipse. You helped Elia to kidnap Waters. You burned Frog's frog skin. You boiled Comet and cut their throat. I was a fool letting you go before. I will not make that mistake again. The dragon's ears pinned back when Violence started to laugh. Oh man, this is amazing, he said in between chuckles. You should probably calm down before you stoop to my level. Light snarled as she let go of Violence and punched him in the face again. This is great. This is what he deserves. She punched him again. She went to punch him for a fourth time, but the robot suddenly slammed his fist into her side. She flew, her scythe slipping from her hands, and hit the ground hard. She spat up gold blood and coughed. The dragon let out a pained chirp as she slowly rolled to her side. Fucking bastard, she snarled as she slowly pushed herself up to sit. Hey man, the clown said as he angrily smiled. I didn't want to do that, but hell, dude. Violence picked himself up and got ready in a position like he's expecting a fight. Yeah, sure, I totally believe that, Light said as she stood up. She held her side as she wiped the blood from her mouth. I'd catch you myself. My revival has made it hard to do much of anything, and that punch of yours hurts. But if you want my advice, turn yourself in and pray that your punishment isn't... Hit the button, Light! Hit the... No one presses the SOS button. Press the SOS button. Easy peasy. Freya just eats him. Nobody remembers it. I gotta say it at the next meeting. Pray that your punishment isn't too bad. She spat blood at Violence's feet. Stay away from Frog. You've caused her enough pain as it stands. Violence switched his arm to the rail cannon. I don't have to do anything, he shouted. If I wanted to, he raised his arm and pointed it towards Light and charged it up to max power. I could kill you right here, right now. I'm only around Frog because I don't want what I did to her to happen again by some other person.
Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a deer.
Sorry. I had to take a second there to do some mental math. To figure out... To calculate. See if there is a calculation that can explain... That can find... You know where you algebra? Solve for x, find x? Find the audacity. Locate the audacity. Cause I can't find it. I don't think the mathematics experts in the world I don't think scientists from every corner of the globe could find how this fucking makes sense. I have personal, passionate beef against Violence the Clown. Violence the Clown, if you're watching right now, meet me outside, bitch! Okay. The dragon stared. Then she started to laugh, tears forming in her eyes and falling down her face. Then do so, she shouted. Fucking do it, Violence. Prove to everyone, prove to me how much of a monster you are. Light walked up to the robot, grabbed the arm, and held the cannon up to her chest, allowing it to hover over her heart. She ignored the burning feeling from her hand. Go on, you have the shot. It'd kill you. Can't kill you, Violence said, her voice suddenly a lot quieter than Light had ever heard him before. Despite how you see me, I'm too scared. He switched his arm from the rail cannon. Yeah, what you can't kill someone, but you can torture them. You can torture them. You can boil them, you can burn their skin. You can be a fucking 1940s evil scientist. But no! No, I wouldn't kill anyone. I wouldn't harm a fly. I'm just to violence. I'm so innocent and sad and I'm so disturbed. I'm a tortured soul. Speaking of torture. Yeah, Violence is eating frog jerky. Yeah. I will tell you guys. I have had conversations. Villains are going to... All of you are going to start facing consequences for your actions next season. I've been easy on you. But if you do shit like this, you do not just get to get away scot-free. If you do something to someone, there is an equal reaction. Anyway. He switched his arm from the rail cannon to his regular arm and accidentally cutting Light's hand in the process. You can fuck off now. Tell Frey... Frey fuck. That's not even the best way you could say that. Say fuck ya. Frey fuck. You saw me. I don't give a fuck. Light watched Violence leave. She silently cursed her weakness. She walked over to the scythe and picked it up, turning it back into her bracelet. The dragon winced as pain in her side flared up. She was sure that one of her ribs was broken again. Cursing her luck, she limped back to the camp. She'll heal herself and hide whatever other injury under a layer of illusions. She didn't want Waters to know about her confrontation with violence. Not when he... Tell Freyfuck! Hit the Freyfuck SOS button. She will arrive instantly. Done. SOS, violence gone. Tell Freyfuck. Petals, Gabriel lore. I don't trust Gabriel. I still don't. Something's up with him. I shouldn't be here, but I am. What are these feelings that are hanging above me? Guilt? Sadness? But joy as well? Guilt for the long life I had lived. I wish... No, no more wishes. Wishes are what caused me to be in this mess. The god of stories is no more. I am not strong enough to hold that title. I will just be a storyteller. The trees are beautiful here in their town. Pink petals dancing. Or was that why... Does he spell petals wrong, canonically, or... Because it's supposed to be... Petals. That's how you spell it. This is like you're pedaling a bike, like... Gabriel, pedals, a bike. Gabriel likes the petals on the trees. I should have had Comet show me around instead of just running off. Maybe they'll be easier to find when I go back to them. Standing before their main meeting area really has put some things into perspective. Why is it so square-shaped? Could they not make a decent roof with the tools that they had at hand? Really? You're... Why is everyone roasting? Look, I'm not the best builder, okay? I was testing out Limatica for the first time. Freyfuck tried her best, okay? The metal doorknob broke when I attempted- No, it didn't! That's not canon! That's not canon! Seems this planet has some weak metal, or the gravity on my homeworld is just a lot stronger. My attempts to reshape the doorknob are in vain, but it's good enough where if someone else uses it, they will look like they broke it. I need to be more careful. And now Bob is missing. Fucking hell. Have a problem? Call Freyfuck by pressing the giant fucking red button today. Exactly. Exactly! Mmm. Mmm. Bye, Bob. Kind of wanting for injury. Uncle Lore! Ah, I zoomed in way too long. Way too far. Your autocorrect is weird. That's fair. No, I do not love Gabriel. We do not love Gabriel. We're skeptical. We're suspicious of Gabriel here. I'm a Gabriel suspiciouser. I jolted awake, my last recollection being Croy's bastard hammer swinging down at me. My body felt light and less covered than usual. A quick look down confirmed why. My straitjacket and military uniform had been removed and replaced with more bandages than I can count. I took a second to figure out where I am. A bed, very clearly, and in a room that looks like Frostfire architecture, though I don't know how I would have ended up here. I sit up and swing my legs out from under the blanket and off the bed, seeing them still in the hospital pants I've been wearing for months now. First thing I need to do, then, was ask Krufik if she has any clothes I may borrow. I ran my fingers through my hair-like skulk on my head, annoyed by it. During my time here, it had done nothing but uncomfortably rub against my horns and cause unnecessary distractions. I looked around and grabbed a string off a nearby table. I leaned my head back and let the skulk fall, running the string behind my neck and scooping it all up into a tight grouping. My fingers tied for a moment. Muscle memory kicked in, and after a moment I stopped leaning backward to see if it had worked. It did. For the first time since I came to this planet, I did something that used to be second nature. I put my hair in a bun. My fingers traced along the now cleared area that was my forward. Forward? Forward. And I winced when they got to the center. There, a singular eye had been carved in between the horns I used to listen and see. I ignored it. I'm sure it wasn't even noticeable to others anyway, and stood up from the bed. I felt my bones ache. It felt like the first time I'd stood in days. Ah! A high-pitched scream pierced the air like a knife. I instinctually reached behind my back for my sword, but upon sensing its absence, I ran through the door anyway. What I saw behind the door shocked me to my core. Vakus was playing with some sort of gooey spider, the conjurer being none other than the ghost. Faye! I yelled as loudly as I could. Get away from him! Both Croy and Faye seemed to be startled by it. But we're having fun! She tried to argue with me. Can it, Faye? Get over here. I cut her off. It's fine, Faye. Go over to her. Croy finally chimed in, backing me up, even if I didn't want him to. I didn't mean to overstep, Okul. Faye had just asked to play, and I figured... Figured what? That you would have done the right? You should be leaving, Croy. I want you away from Faye, and I want you out of my sight. Croy would go quiet for a moment. I watched his arm move to cover part of his face. His face turned away from me to focus on nothing to the side. I cannot. Yes, you can, you stubborn bastard. I cannot. He cut me off. If your mind is not that fuzzy, you will remember the number you got on me. And due to that, like yourself, I need to heal. Besides, I have tried. He continued, trying to justify his presence. Clearly not hard enough. All you have to do is walk or float or fly away. You can heal by yourself in the damn woods. Krufik claimed otherwise when I turned up here with you. The ghost's head twitched in my direction with that quiet snap, which subtly revealed the yellowish-white bone on half his face. I recalled it from Kindlegrim. I had thought it was my imagination when I first saw it, a quick flash through fighting. Apparently not. He appeared to realize my brief silence was caused by it, his left arm moving across his body to cover it. I tried because I knew you would not be happy, but I was not able to. I'm sorry it causes inconvenience, General. I didn't know how to respond, so I diverted to another reason he should leave. You'll probably just call the keepers and have them arrest me. I'll be damned if I let you be the one who gets me locked up. Croy seemed to almost tense up at the mention of the keepers. They will make things worse than they already are. His tone turned bitter, something I hadn't expected from him. Then why did you save me? If not see me face your corrupt justice like all the others so desperately want. At this point, I was nothing more than confused. Why would someone save a life if, one they don't even like? Because if you die, Faye will be alone. I had no response. I was not sure I totally believed it, but it was the most plausible thing, for now. Fine, whatever. I need to go talk to Krufik anyway. I walked away, sensing Faye slowly walk back over to Croy when she thought I wasn't looking. I didn't care. Beach episodes end! Let's go. Oh boy, what is this doing? Hello? Huh? Hello? Why is it doing this? Why is it so tiny? Hello? Why is it so tiny? Oh, it's taking the wrong thing. I see. Hold on. I just need to get rid of that for now. There we go. I was, I was working on, I take notes. I'm taking notes for the RPG, The Virtual Ones. I transcribe the whole thing every time. So, it was open in the background. Anyway. There we go.
Thank you for regrouping again today. I have gotten all of your answers. We have discussed as much as we can, privately or individually, whatever you guys have done for investigating this, and the answers are, so far, buried. Many of you believe that the island was made this way by an entity known as Gatsby. I believe there are about 2 to 3 people who believe that. There's a good amount of people are believing the same thing that I believe, and that the person who
I would, but I'm sorry, I can't.
in that building up there caused the island to be this way through various means. Some people believe it was the radars. Some people believe that he was just running some experiments, but majority of you are believing in that guy up there. Someone believes it was me. I will not be stating who said that, but it was not me, I think. One of you believes that the island is alive and did this itself, and one of you believes, you two of you believe that the island is something about. One believes the island is real, one believes the island is doing this itself. One of you believes it was Freya. It's hard to say exactly what caused this. I am inclined to believe in science, like something scientific. The guy in the lab, maybe he was doing some kind of experiment and he caused this to be this way. I'm inclined to believe that. Many of you believe it was magic or something beyond understanding, like some supernatural means, some kind of unusual thing. That is up to you to determine. I have presented you the facts of what.
I think it's cool that Mira, being canonically the closest person to Freya of this group, knew that it was, like, figured it was her.
The island being alive, I feel like, is interesting. I didn't think about that, but it, you know, it could be plausible. Wouldn't be the weirdest thing here.
I suppose, but it's not really something that can. If it's alive, how would we be able to read and detect that? It's not something I have experienced or encountered myself. I don't know how to verify it with definite proof that it is alive. If there's something in the internal workings of this island that causes it to sustain itself this way, then we definitely went down and dug for that or experimented for that. So that would require some more testing after the fact, but if that is something that we're inclined to believe, I can spend the time to stay there beyond the week. I guess it could be alive. Yeah.
If it is alive, what if you staying longer and doing these tests? What if it causes whatever? Like, if it's alive, like what if it gets angry or something? That wouldn't be safe. I don't think you should be here alone if that happens.
I contacted Freya early this morning to let her know that I've been doing this and working on this, and if I do have to stay here longer, Freya should be arriving sometime soon to help with the process of more deeply searching through the soil and anything beyond this. I made that as a caution in case we couldn't figure it out, that I would have Freya look around more closely at everything. So, that is...
I got a question. If, let's say, the island is alive, wouldn't Freya feel it? Acted?
No, that's not.
Do you know?
No.
I don't really know any of the... I don't know.
Freya,
Hey, guys.
Oh!
What are you
Oh.
doing here?
Huh?
Oh, there
Hi!
she is.
Water sent me a message that you guys were gonna be hanging out over here. What are you doing? It seems very serious.
Actually, I'm gonna go to
There's no.
I was trying to figure out why.
Oh,
Freya,
yeah.
do you know if you forgot to add weather to this area?
You know what? Give me a second.
There she goes.
The noise kills me. Wow, this brings back a memory. Back in the first era, I made this island for Marcelo because
Oh my god.
he needed a place to do some research and just relax, and he's not really one
Oh.
for something too cold, too hot. And I think it was like right before the rest of the Arcturus crew left, and we had a party. Oh,
I was right!
like
Okay.
so what have you been doing here?
So this was,
Don't
Waters
do this
came
anymore.
across this, and
It showed up on my sensors with no weather. I thought it was an anomaly.
I
What
knew
was
it!
the-
I
What
wait,
was the
this
beeping?
island,
Beep.
this island predates the distress signal that's sent out.
Hi, Lucky.
Or not the distress signal, the signal that's sent out to other people. It was just when it was just
I
you.
believe so.
Marcello and the Arcturus, or was it?
Yeah, I mean, it started out as
I mean, obviously
as
it
something
existed
pretty.
during that time.
Yeah, it started out pretty simple. There wasn't, his lab or anything. But as time went on, I added some things to it. I did some
Wait.
terraforming testing over there. I haven't seen this in
Oh,
ages.
Kron
though.
was not
It's been a
happy.
long time. I mean, if you want to
Maybe okay.
walk around or something, we could.
Let-
I could show you around, or you
Let's-
could show me.
Yeah, let's. I think we should take you on a tour because there are some things that were definitely not here before. Okay, so
That's fine,
let's
that's fine, let's look around.
let's yeah.
I just realized the music was playing this whole time. I'm so sorry. Just pause that.
Look.
Oh, wait. That's mine.
Oh.
Ah, evil waters.
I
Oh,
was
I missed a meme.
mine.
Oh.
I was sleeping here the entire time.
Wait.
Oliver just enjoyed
what?
water.
This?
That's great.
I built it, yeah.
Your house.
This is nice.
How
bees in
long
here.
did- You were
And you
here
didn't
for
tell
that
us?
long.
I was here when water landed. I was
Bees! Kron just saying
How to
bees!
make this? I told you to set up a farm, and you
I
set
thought it'd
up
be
a
something
tree
cool. It
house?
was just a gift for the captain from the Stardust
My
lady.
God.
I mean, there is a farm downstairs. There's like full
How
of
big is
bees
that
and
farm?
stuff.
Let me see how big that farm
It's
is.
not that small. Look. It's so pretty.
There's a honey
Look at
farm.
the bees. There's bees in here.
This is a
Bees in
honey
here.
farm though.
It's still a farm. Myth, are you bullying people?
Make sure the group is together.
Freya, are you aware of those antenna thingies right there? There's one.
Antenna thingies.
Yes.
Look.
This thingy. I don't know. I think it's an antenna. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Signal.
That might be
It's
a
a
question
signal
for
radar.
Marcello.
It's a signal radar.
You know what?
if
I
I
remember we did like some test. He was testing out some drones or something. I remember having to fly around. He was trying to find me. It was kind of fun. I have to tell him about this after
So-
this.
So you were the her that was in the document.
The her?
He was talking about finding he was talking about finding her
Oh, then yeah,
while using
probably.
the drones, and so that must have been you.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Why the anguished face?
I don't know if any of y'all
Why the anguished face?
tourist crew is into fishing.
Not that I can remember, but I mean, Amelia and Eleanor were only here for like a few weeks before they left, and I
do have a
don't know. I don't think
question.
Marcelo likes fishing.
Freya, do you-
There's something I want you to
He
notice.
just felt dumb.
If we go to the storage room in
Oh
here,
yeah, Freya.
This is
Yeah.
weird. By the way, it tastes normal. Don't worry.
Stop eating things.
What?
We
Fishing
agreed not
rods?
to eat it.
I'm
up-
sorry.
I'm up
I
here.
like fish.
all the fish here are fresh. Is this
They
a
don't
you
look fresh
thing?
to me.
Have you ever tried eating fish?
I mean, I can try eating one. This was not me.
I can
Like
try
I said, I
eating
haven't
one.
been here in a long time, so I wouldn't be surprised if other people have been on this island.
Okay.
Yeah, but I really thought Jangler was
Yeah,
here.
that's very.
So the reason that Freya responded with "they don't look fresh to me" is because I didn't know that all of the food was preserved. That was a reaction. That wasn't canon. Also, I don't think Freya would know what fresh or not fresh food would look like. We all felt so dumb when we found out it was Freya. Dude, Myth made like my favorite Freya Marcello lore of the whole season with this thing. Like giving some like context to their friendship at the very beginning is so cute, especially because now they're like, this is the season where they finally get together, and like we get to see their relationship progress, and then we get like a total throwback to the very beginning. It's so cute. I speculated in my head that we were all going crazy and Freya was the only aware one. That's funny. I'll make Freya sushi? Hell yeah, she would love that. Probably. She'd be like, it's so small.
The food is preserved through artificial means, and people were like, "Whoa, what? Why is it fresh?" Ah.
The
At
only
only
least we
person
know
I
the
can think
fish.
of
At
is
least
John
we know the
Angler.
fish is safe, or else I'll be dead.
Should we investigate, like, well, not investigate, go to the cave nearby, or should we circle around then go to it?
What
I
I
think
said,
we should
Let's keep
circle
going in
around.
this circle, yeah.
It's over here.
Yeah.
I feel like I may have
Yeah.
thrown a miscommunication there. Yeah,
So,
that's
Freya,
my bad. I
um,
probably misunderstood.
The book was here. There.
I
Wait a
don't
second.
see
I have
it.
I think I have a copy. I copied
No,
it
you
down
haven't.
for the.
You have the notes, right?
The admin's trying to be like, oh, and like Common and Mika be like, oh no, it was here. Hold on, we gotta replace it. I'm like, no, it was supposed to be gone.
Yeah, I have it from the.
It was Eclipse, Freya.
Oh, 1 second.
She was
Eclipse.
Eclipse was here.
The lizard
First-
again.
The whole group thought that
Yep.
it was
First
mystical.
of all, the sleeping bag is way too big for me.
Here's
Let me see this.
Yeah, look, it's Eclipse's hit list. Or at least that's the only person I could think of that has targeted these people.
You mentioned hitting Krufik first.
Why is it gone? Because I didn't take it. I don't think anyone else would have taken it.
Do you think somebody was in the island?
I don't know. I don't have security cameras here. I didn't think to set them up.
Did Eclipse try and
if
come
there is
back to
somebody
cover the
in here,
tracks?
we have strengthened members and Slash. I think some of us has weapons, so I think we'd be
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
have
here.
weapons.
I'll protect you all.
Carl looking
I
around
mean,
to see what was blown
Eclipse
away.
can't do anything to me, and as long as I stick close to any of you, this is why we have the panic button. I can't get hurt.
Hit the
I think
panic button.
Frog's panic button is broken. So.
See if you could trade that in for another comms device. There should be some in the resources center.
Oh, okay. I'll do that when I get back.
should we go back
I'm
to
still
the-
waiting for this other thing you were talking about, cooking show.
Light would never hit that button.
Yes, there's a couple of other...
Interesting.
Someone
Because,
said-
like, my thought, you weren't here when I don't think when I was reading the Light violence document earlier. Personally, I don't understand why Light didn't just hit the button if she knew, like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to kill Violence here or, like, even capture him or whatever. Let me hit this so Freya can, like, hold him. And we can turn him in. But he's still out there. You weren't here to witness my absolute crash out during that document, by the way.
Do not
Bunch of
touch the water.
bio
No one touch the
thingamabob in
water.
here.
Do not
There's
touch
water.
the water.
I mean, I think you can't
It
touch
is
it, but anybody else
biological
don't.
weapon.
Freya,
A biological weapon?
Freya,
Yep.
Freya's just like, biological weapon?
She doesn't have a body. She can't get hurt. She's fine.
Yeah, even if my legs fry off, I can just grow them back.
Remember who was the last person to be in there?
That is a horrific sight to imagine.
Because the doors were open.
Okul or Okana was on the island based on a different location here, and it was my personal theory that I don't know much about Okana, but if Okana is deemed to be like a kind of major threat on the planet, that they might have the capabilities that Elia had with biological research and things like that. It's just a connection drawn from my own past mistakes, but
I remember Okul telling me about Okana using a bioweapon on their planet. I don't like to admit that Okul was ever right, but well, that adds something to my list as well.
Should we try to get rid
we
of
should
the
think
water
about-
rats?
She didn't want to see
That's
Freya.
what I was
Light
gonna say. I
hates
think
Freya.
we should-
She would ask the woman
I
she
don't
partly
know,
blamed
maybe
for her
we
death
could
for help.
reverse
She believes that
engineer
she
it
wouldn't
and
help at all. Fair.
Neutralize it, so it doesn't
I actually have a
spread.
question for you, Light. I'm gonna do it. Or
counteract the effects of it, but it gets affected by it. I'm not sure how to restore the environment, though. I can heal people who have been affected by it, but not reverse what has happened here.
I should be able to just, for lack of a better term, eat this.
Already got a sample
and
of it.
restore it to how it was before. But I'll do
That
that
might be a
afterwards. I
good
still want to see
idea.
the rest of the tour.
Okay, let's go this way.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Water's
this
been at the button. You
before?
just the kind who would
Oh.
only do so in extreme circumstances.
Did you forget to make
Oh.
stairs?
See, you can't blame Freya for not catching these people if she doesn't ever get like reports.
This
Was
I
this
wasn't.
you? This
Yes, I wasn't always very good at making buildings. Most of my talent and experience was in making, planets. So I was doing some testing here. This is also where you see kind of the wacky structures,
Fair.
or like, mountains. I was testing out some terraforming. Yeah, this is all me.
Oh.
I think
Okay,
you did a
that's
good
good.
job.
Everyone just being
Yeah.
oh.
How did you think it was?
This is
Oh
the kitchen
yeah, the TV eyeball guy.
set.
This guy.
You mean the square head?
Oh,
Yeah, the one with the eyeball, with the weirdo on the telly or something.
interesting.
So, well,
This is not
you don't
me.
have to worry about him any longer.
Waters believes
I
he can
took
handle
care of
most
it,
things,
don't
and he
worry.
can.
I'll tell you about it
When
later.
something becomes out of his control,
okay.
he'd need help.
I-
Yeah.
We do know that who set
That's
this
fair.
up. This would have been, what's his name, Gatsby?
Have you heard of Gordon Ramsay? I mean, we did talk about it in your baking class.
No, I had not heard of that before. He seems to be, from what I looked up, a historical figure.
Maybe she
Yeah,
froze
that-
mine so everything would stay the same. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, I don't think I did.
Gordon Ramsay, the
Yeah,
historical
this or
figure.
Who's staying in groups?
Yeah.
We want to be included.
Well, Mira, you said, well, okay.
Did you spy on the camp from here?
No, I made this for Marcelo. This is a while later. I had a thing for Marcelo for a long time, and I made this as kind of a little gift for him. He likes stargazing, and this is one of the, highest peaks in a while, a large range from here, and I thought he might like a place to look at the stars from here.
What about that thing
Yeah.
over there?
Well.
That thing.
Yeah, it's over here.
Yeah, it's near a cave that I think
I
Mira just jumping for it.
I think there's a cave. There's a cave.
Oh yeah,
Sigh
Copper's cave.
this
Copper's cave down here. Ow.
Yeah.
It's so cute. They're so cute. I love Marcelo.
Over here.
You don't like
Yeah,
the
it has
potatoes?
the thing that they always say, Copper and blind executioner thingy.
All hail the divine one.
About divine person. I don't know. Over there.
Okina was here.
Oh.
Yeah, Copper, my friend.
I think it's more Okana, or
Your
somebody
friend.
who
Uh-oh.
really,
If
really likes
Okana was on,
the divine
if
one.
Okana was on this island developing a bioweapon, I wouldn't be surprised if he had some other things built.
Yeah.
Seems like something he'd do.
Monocorp was also here.
It's Cannon and Feathers basement. There's a shelf of human movies and shows.
Miraju.
Whole shelf dedicated to cooking
That's why I
shows.
said it.
What's so funny is I wish people would like make up some more recent ones from like the last even 50 years. Because like everyone's like present day stuff. How many of us are watching even stuff from Okay, sorry. That scared me a little. Where was I? Ahem. Forgot I added that. No! Okay. Where was I? I don't remember. Stop it! It's so loud. Okay. Stop it! Go this way. will get removed. Okay. Right. I wish people would like make up stuff early, because like how many of us are watching stuff from like 100 years ago? Who's watching 1920s films, 1930s films? Unless you're in like a movie film class or something. Make up stuff.
Maybe it's
Old
the best
people.
that it blew up.
Big
That sounds like a
surprise.
specific
By the
year.
way, we're
Right
gonna be
here.
really cramped in here.
Who's reading things from if there were movies 500 years ago? No one's reading them. Who's reading watch them? If who's reading 500-year-old books? What books books are 500 years old? Popular over 500-year-old books. No, go away. 0 out of 0. Wrote a fanfic with Kron watching 1920s stuff. Why would anyone watch, like... It's so old, and that's specifically to Earth. Is Kron from Earth? The thing is, like... It's always Earth stuff. Frog and Feather are not from Earth. I mean, I guess if you're in the Soul Pack Union, Earth's kind of the center, you know, stuff could spread out. But on the rim? Unless you're in the core worlds, you're probably not hearing all that stuff. Or unless you're, like, on a really... Like, maybe... I don't know. Anyway.
Oh yeah, this is where the
You apparently.
doll.
I keep
That's
pushing buttons.
that's where the doll of
pushing
the head librarian is.
keep
I
pushing
remember
buttons.
seeing that.
I didn't tell anyone this because I didn't think it was significant, but a couple months ago, right after the rescue mission where I left Solace for the first time and since my arrival to rescue Bob, I had just arrived back.
Fair
at the
Waters doesn't know
library.
anything
I
of
was
Earth
going
history.
to go wash up and attend to my duties, but all of a sudden someone appeared behind me. I turned around and I swung with my axe, and it was Gatsby. Something really weird happened when I hit him.
Comment, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this Gatsby person, you said he looked like a man with a TV head?
Yes, and from what I've heard described, an eye on the screen. Have you seen him?
No,
I go, hey, this will be
in
funny for Gatsby
person?
because it's Gatsby.
Oh,
Did something
When I
happen?
first found that Waters was missing,
So-
I looked through the camera
22
to find
minutes,
out
yeah.
what was going on. It was my first instinct. When I checked back on the video for the prison
Kron
where Violence
disappearing.
was, I did see
Crazy
Elia talk to Violence and made the deal about the poison to hurt Frog, but she wasn't the one who let him out.
Was it
What I could tell,
Gatsby?
Yes, I
Yeah,
saw, and I
he
responded
seemed
back.
to have made some sort of deal
Gabdy.
with Violence, which got him back his arms, and probably made
That-
him a lot more durable.
that's why he was a puppet.
And then he threw him through the door. That's how Violence escaped. I didn't know who I saw. I never heard of Gatsby before then. Well, really before now. I didn't know if I should have mentioned it, but I figured
I
now
died
is a
laughing
good
when I saw
time
them
since
disappear. I
he
was
brought up.
raging when I
So I made the
just...
right call then. I know I would probably. It would have tracked.
But what about Croy and Furry and like Kindlegrim? What is this? That is my home. What is the state of it? Where
I
are they?
know. I know, and I was trying to. I mean, this was before I knew you. I didn't understand what the puppets meant. I thought it was that people who have met him.
Freya's definitely-
Before. I didn't.
When Comet said that all the puppets and mentioned that Magos was a puppet, she's definitely... Because, like, she's heard Marcelo rant about how much he hates Magos. And she totally is like, yeah! You're right! But doesn't do anything about it. But she definitely was, like, side-eyeing Magos to the highest degree. Like, oh my god, I can't wait to tell this to Marcelo.
Didn't know if it. This was before. I honestly didn't know if Gatsby, what his deal was if he was bad or not at that time period of time. The only reason I swung on him is because I felt a presence suddenly behind me and I feared for my life.
This is a lot. I don't know why Gatsby would have come here. I don't know why this is here. And there could have
Comment
been
proceeding to not answer the creature's question.
connection between knowing that this island is unoccupied and having it be a place to get away, but why did Gatsby come here? Why did anybody come here?
Maybe because it was undetected for so long.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, I could
Also,
have a
this-
theory, but this one could be explained whenever we explore the last thing that should be like the island, right? Or what, or am I wrong?
The lab? We haven't gone to the lab. Okay.
Freya just shoo. I saw TikTok of the movie, by the way. Now I understand. What movie? Castaway? You watched the entire movie on a TikTok?
It looks like this place is broken down quite a bit.
Oh, a clip.
I remember.
We should
all of
watch
these
Castaway in
little
a
doodads. I have no idea what any of them
movie
do,
night
but
sometime.
Marcella seemed to enjoy it here.
The single fluorescent light kills me every time. Whoever did that, good job. Bye, Truffle.
I'm gonna have to bring him back.
I didn't find many of the engineering books. I know that there are several people on this planet who do engineering, but Marcella did come to mind. I guess I thought it would be too far out of reach for Paris lands. But I guess you can go
Yeah.
there and
Yeah, these are his books. I should probably give them back to him.
that's relief.
You said there was an island?
Yeah, there was an
Separate island
island.
off the island?
SOS Island.
Where's
the exit?
Oh, we don't get Freya rambling about how much she loves Marcello and how blah blah blah.
Right here. My bad.
Whatever this is over here, I did not make.
And then Myth was
Nope.
like, "Yes, you did."
What? I think I do remember. Do you remember I said that Amelia and Eleanor were here for just a few weeks before they left? We had a movie night, and Amelia had an old movie. I mean, she was what, 300 something years old. She had an old movie that she liked that was about being stranded on an island, and I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it's
but
Frog.
we watched it. I made this this island with all the little decorations on it as a reference. Oh.
So we thought somebody genuinely died and it was just a movie reference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was also me, I'm sorry.
Is there a reason why there's a horse named Man?
A horse named Man?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
here.
there is a horse
This
named
one.
Man.
This one's my favorite.
Oh yeah, here we go, Man.
That I cannot create life, so I did not make that horse. Well, I have to go.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole part too where Freya was like, "Well, technically I could create life, but Marcello says that's kind of ethically dubious. That's why I didn't give myself a brain, because I could give myself a second consciousness, and that would also be ethically dubious. So no brains, no creating life that is sentient."
Man.
You can if you have any other questions or anything, just ask me. I do have a meeting to get to.
Okay. We visit this
Definitely
island
not
whenever
with
you want
Marcella.
to.
Do you mind if we use the beach?
Hey, man.
Oh yeah, you do whatever you need to on here.
Hi, Man.
Yeah, I'm supposed to.
I won't be using this until
Man wants to be
Valentine's
included.
Day. So
Man
it's
really
yours
likes
until
water.
then.
We won't be wrecking it or anything, but
Yeah, no, you do whatever you'd like on it. I'll see you all later.
bye-bye.
Oh,
I know pulling you away from the group was sudden, and I'm sorry for that. I just really need to speak to you, Quan.
What?
You mentioned back in that cave that Chloe had been missing.
Yeah, I told people, and obviously no one cares enough to notice.
I noticed when I first saw you.
Oh.
I didn't know when it started, but he always stays by your side. So when I didn't see him with you that day, I, of course, was worried. And because of that worry, I decided to go visit Kendlegram to look for him. So I thought he'd be there.
Yeah, I saw.
And I saw
I'll
him.
come up with a
He
response
was
later.
in Kendlegram last I saw him. He seemed to be fixing up stuff, and he looked relatively alright. He was shocked and obviously very worried to see me, especially since the last time he saw me was at the ball.
What if he's still there? What if the head librarian didn't answer my question about the state of Kindlegrim? They just started going on about this Gabriel guy, and like I don't know.
If it really is that big of a concern to you, I could walk you back to Kendlegram and we could both look at what's going on. Because this is Oko we're talking about. If Oko was in Kendlegram, it is likely not a good time to go alone. He's dangerous.
There's nothing there that Oko would want. There's nothing there. There's nothing ever there. I'm usually the only one there, and I haven't been there for weeks. Stupid Warden can back off. I don't know why her comms device was there, and I honestly don't care as long as she's not there anymore, because there's nothing there for her.
What if she wasn't there for an object? What if she was there for a person?
Don't say that. Croy can't die. Croy can't get... He's fine.
Right.
He's fine.
You're right. In most cases, Croy can't get hurt, but there are weapons
Yeah, like- oh.
and such that could hurt.
I thought Kron ran off.
You can potentially borrow them from this realm, but I don't know. But I'm going to have faith that Croy is alright. But I'm not going to be blind to the risks of Oko actually just being there for any other reason that's good at all. Especially when it comes to your safety. Because it's not just Croy that was there that lives in Kendlegram. You live in Kendlegram.
Yeah, and I haven't done anything to her, so she can go away. I didn't do anything.
You know Okana. And what if something happened with Okana? He could have thrown you under the bus to turn her fury to you.
No. I haven't seen Okana in like months. As far as I know, that he forgot, so it's fine.
It might not be fine. At least let me walk you back to Kendlegram and make sure you're safe. And we can both see the damages. And maybe I could try to sense before he went. If he's not there, he'd hope he left trace it.
The blind prophet doesn't like you either, so if we both go, I'm not strong enough, and she could hurt you, and I won't be able to do anything.
I'm strong enough. I can protect both of us. I have magic. I have my weapons. I'm not weak like I appear. I have pain, and my prosthetic is barely working, but I'm not weak.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what if, and I don't want to take that what if, so we're not going to Kendlegram yet. I'm sure everything is fine, because apparently, from what I've heard, Starry is gone as well, so no one's injured. It's fine. I don't want to go to Kendlegram yet. I'm not ready. Because I just been told that some other TV head has been messing around with someone I care about, and I don't want... It's frustrating.
I know. You don't want to go to Kendlegram. You can stay at SUNC. There's sleeper pods there that you could stay in. There's plenty of food. Vadas and I can look after you. You're more than welcome to stay there.
Yes, please, if Mr. Tank is okay with it as well.
I'm sure Dad would be more than willing to have you there.
Okay.
And when you're ready, we can both go see how Kendlegram's doing.
Okay.
We should probably get back to the others before they worry.
Okay.
Aw. Yippee! Make sure to go like that video, everyone. Alright, from shorts. Let me do this so I don't blind y'all. T. Aruyo. And this is, we have Taunt. Which is this one. Turn the music back on. My lungs are on fire, but cold at the same time. I can tell I'm not exactly in the right mind. My surroundings are still shots. My pain, my everything feels weightless and yet so anchoring. Just keep going. Faster. Get out of here. A choked breath. How long have I kept this up? fleeing as if I'm being hunted by the library itself. A feeling of lightness falls over me, and my consciousness escapes me for just a moment, causing me to slip face first into the dirt. A groan comes from my lips, a weak, pathetic attempt to make me remember how lungs work, a sound of frustration that my body won't keep going. I use the palms of my hands to shakily push myself to my knees, but hiss. I look down, my foot wrapped up in a stubborn vine, my calf still relatively too weak from the previous fight to rest. Please relax, it tells me. Sho, it's okay. Don't you dare impersonate them. It's okay. Shut up! A pulse of bitter energy chills my body from my emotions, bringing my stomach up to my throat in a sickening urge. Why won't this stop? Why is this happening? I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to feel this. A disgruntled cry forms in the back of my dry throat as I let the dark energy take over more of my body and its eye soar of a mark. I don't feel like myself anymore. I feel so out of it. My knees give in and fall back against the dirt, my newly marked cheek following suit and landing against the unforgiving nature. The breeze delivers me a scent of blood. Can't be me. I don't need that pungent smell of iron. With as much strength as I can manage, I turn my head towards the smell, vision too hazy to be certain. A spreading web-like pool of dark topaz gold clings to a bundle of white near a tree, a wolfy whimper of struggle and pain making my ears ring as if the wind had been knocked out of me. Is this a hallucination from fatigue? What is that thing? My eyes return back to focus after a few harsh, desperate blinks, the sight before me clearer. Dark gold, web-like tendrils emerging from my back, crushingly clasping a small white wolf tightly around the ribs, like it has a mind of its own. I blink again, harder. Come on, Sho, wake up. This isn't funny. Wake up, damn it. I try to lift my exhausted body from the soil, but to no avail. I felt paralyzed. The sharp head of the tendrils lift near the limp wolf's head out of the way, setting sights just between its front legs, its heart. Stop! No! Stop it, please! I don't want this to happen. The wolf barks out one last whine before stilling completely. My eyes focused on its loosely hanging head. My heart stopped beating, so it felt like anyways. The tendrils greedily snagged the golden thread of light from its chest cavity, then retreated it back to my body with a satisfied hiss. I feel my energy spike, all previous fatigue put to a halt once I feel the stolen life force combine with my own. Traveling back home with a half a mind and shaky hands was an oddity. I peek at the edge of my once blue cloak. There's still remnants of that red substance that lingers on other parts of my messy clothing. Dry, odorless. A few hours later, back at home. I've deduced that whatever attacked that wolf came from my own body. It seemed to go for the chest area, the heart more specifically. I really did try to stop it. Swallowing down that guilty nausea, I take in a few calming breaches. Breaches? Breaths? I can't allow it to sidetrack my objective. In theory, my idea works. A device that could latch onto my chest, or any area of me really, and divide my soul stone from my body, to be exact. It should divide what poisoned divine energy I've been linked to for the past few months, and fissurate into nothingness. But that's the hard part, isn't it? Could something so mediocre and man-made really achieve the destruction of someone's godhood? These books Comet gave me, if I recall, are from someone whom they called Mura. Otherworldly mechanisms are always so risky, especially when I'm not the one who invented the tech. Hell, I've never even worked in the engineering department. Thankfully, the layout of the instructions are quite straightforward, so are the safety precautions and tips. My finger grazes over some sketches that closely resemble special ores and clockwork mechanics, airship blueprints, and some funny-looking equations that hurt my head if I stare too long. The sound of flipping paper soothes me for a good 5 minutes or so as I diligently study the book's contents. Who knew you needed so many specific objects and tools for every twist and clink of machinery? My conclusion is as follows. To begin building a splice machine, I need to, well, build it. But what caught my eye is something that resembles a little outline glass vial that looks far too complex to skim over. A vial of elixir is inserted in the splicer center when ready to use, no later and no earlier. I study the words more, then connect it to the images on the back side of the paper. The vial acts as an identification input. Oh, that scared me. Why am I so jumpy today? Let's go back to my juice scenario. If I wanted to extract all the juice from a lemon, I'd put said liquid into the vial, put it into the machine's core chamber, and let it extract it from the nearest lemon it consents. In my case, I'm trying to extract a whole stone out of me. How do I collect a piece of my stone if I'm making this device do exactly that? Alright. Then we have a mission. Jump scares, scary sounds. Oh, perfect for me. Oh, it was only 2 minutes long. Huh. Going back to Frog's place. What are those? What are those? Oh, it's a real nightmare frog. Wait, this is an actual nightmare the frog had? Oh my god.
You ready for dinner? Hope you enjoy your steak.
Uh... You need to stop. Maybe take a break from the SMP. That was a terrifying dream. It was worse than my nightmare. I can imagine. This is from Comet's POV. Bob and his wings. It's so scary. I'm so sorry for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, we'll get violence. There will be justice. Where the hell is he? I know he has his work and that sometimes he has to leave. I just thought he was here to stay this time. Or at least he would tell me face to face. What worries me most is the lack of a note. Was he taken? In danger? Those are the only reasonable explanations. Who would do it, though? He doesn't really have any enemies on Solace. It could be someone trying to get back at me. He can't get hurt. Not because of me. I've spent the whole day searching for any sign of him. I started at the hospital since I knew he had last been there with Zinnia. They told me he was seen running off after breaking down in the hallway. I tried to think of places he might have gone, but all I could come up with were his house and the library. I had already checked those, though. My theory of his abduction seems a lot more real. I didn't want to worry anyone else, since I knew he had a tendency to just up and leave, so I searched all by myself. By the time it had gotten dark, I hadn't found a single trace of him, no sign of whether he was okay or even alive. I decided to call it a day and head back to the library. I could start up the search tomorrow. As I'm on the path to the library, I hear a sound from above. It's similar to the whoosh of a bird, but it's louder, almost as if it were a humongous bird. I grab my axe. This could be the person who took Bob. Maybe they're here for me now. Before I can react, the sound increases in volume suddenly as I presume the person gets closer. Without giving me time to respond, arms are wrapped around me, and the person connected to them is yelling, "Comet!" It's Bob's voice. I stand there in shock for 2 seconds before returning his hug. Before my hands can reach behind him, though, they're met by feathery appendages. My hands instinctively recoil at the touch of something unexpected. He takes this time to release me from his embrace as he steps backwards. "Look, I got them back," he says excitedly. "That's amazing," I reply, equaling his enthusiasm. Curiosity takes over, though, as I say, "How did you do it? Where were you?" His face drops ever so slightly, nearly imperceptible, but I can feel it. He answers, "The books from Theophos. They had magic I had never seen before. I used it to design a ritual I could use to get my wings back. It sounds rehearsed. I don't push. They told me the last time he was seen he was so distressed. I don't want to set him back to that state." He continues, "I'm sorry I didn't tell you where I was. I just needed this." I reassure him. "It's okay, I understand. You deserve this more than anyone." His smile spreads wide after hearing this. He replies with a simple thank you before going in for another hug. This is suspicious. This is not a very... I think Bob, the way he wrote this, is trying to give this false sense of satisfaction. Bob got his wings back, guys, oh my gosh. But no. I think this is either someone impersonating Bob, or Bob got it in a very suspicious way. Like, sold his soul or something, you know? Speaking of bad dreams, I had a dream a sinkhole ate our house. Me and Virgil. It's a very scary dream. We had to run. Speaking of me and Virgil, we have Fracello! Alright, here we go. You know, I've been thinking about how much life has changed recently. Having you around has been really nice. I agree. This year has been difficult for me, but with you, it's been a lot easier. And then she gets embarrassed because she's looking at his lips. Hee hee! Wanna dance? Sure? And then they dance. I'm so lucky to have you in my life. I spent so long pining after you that now that I have you, I don't know what to do. I'm glad too. You're very special to me. And then she kisses him! Ah! Yeah, I locked in and drew them kissing, because okay, originally I was just gonna be this art from Cece, which is banger, by the way. And just like, we kissed, and Virgil was like, you can't do that, that's not satisfying at all, and I was like, okay, fair, you're right. Anyway. And we have Wholesome Okul. This takes place immediately after a rude awakening. Princess Okul's makeover scene. Okay. I continued walking over the Kingdom of Frostfire, looking for Krufix so I could finally speak with her. After a few minutes of seemingly endless walking, I had finally found Krufix's house. I approached the small door and banged on it repeatedly. Krufix! I must speak with you immediately! I yelled at the door, hoping she was present to hear. The door opened quickly, and behind it stood my unfortunate savior. Twice now, Krufix. Okul, good to see you awake, but you really do not need to yell. Everyone can hear you just fine. She smiled and kind of chuckled as though she was joking, but I got the message. Are you not cold? It's like 24 degrees Fahrenheit, and you didn't even bother grabbing your jacket. Either of them. She glanced down at what I arrived in. Combat boots, hospital pants, and endless bandages on my torso. That is what I came to speak about. I've been wearing the Bloodhorn's military dress attire since I arrived, with the exception of when I wore a straitjacket, and that was no more comfortable. I would assume Frostfire has clothes, and I'd like to borrow or own at least one outfit to wear. I got straight to the point. I was still in a fairly sour mood from seeing Croy with Vey earlier, and I would have liked to be done with this immediately. It's Frostfire. It's cold. Of course we have clothes. Come inside. Let's get you something befitting your undeniable stature. She laughed as she mocked me and opened the door further, disappearing into the recesses of her home. I leaned down and entered slowly, following Krufix to wherever she may have been taking me. After just a second of walking, she entered a room, and in that room she approached a chest, similar to the ones we used on Harmonia, to store our clothes. Let's see what we've got. There's some variety, but we'll see if we can find one that fits you. Literally. She continued laughing as though a joke had been made and started pulling out clothes. She grabbed a pair of blue and white denim jeans and held them up to my legs. This is the size that I wear, but the jeans stopped at my shins. Nowhere near long enough for me to wear. Yeah, so we gotta go up like 50 sizes. I shrugged, not even really knowing what she was looking for. After another minute, she pulled out a significantly bigger pair of thick black pants, with a matching belt, and held them up to me. These ones seem to be a much more fitting size. I chuckled a little at my own joke. Oh, that was not Krufix saying that. Oh well. And so did Krufix. Oh, so now you're a comedian? Where was this when I broke you out? But yeah, these are a much better fit. Now we just need to find a top for you. She handed me the pants, draping them from my arm, and went back to searching in the chest. She merged one more time with a black and gray sweater, the Frostfire insignia on the right side of the chest. This seems about your size. What do you think? You want me to wear the Frostfire symbol? I asked slowly, caught a little off guard. Well, you can't exactly wear the house's symbol anymore, can you? Besides, you're free to take it off if you so desire. I mean, it's your sweater now. Or I can grab something else if... She turned back to the chest. I quickly grabbed her arm. No, this one works. I don't mind it. It's different. I'll try it on along with the pants. Krufix smiled and handed me the sweater. I stepped into an adjacent room and changed into the new clothes. The pants stopped halfway down my combat boots, seemingly showing them off while not being too small either. The sweater fit comfortably over my bandages, not really irritating me. It didn't hide my scar from the doctor as much as I'd like, but I couldn't be ashamed of it forever. I stepped back out and approached Krufix. The clothes you gave me seem to fit just fine. Thank you, Krufix. I handed her and waited for her... I thanked her and waited for her opinion on how the clothes came together. Oh yeah, it really fits the new hair deal you got going on. Now you just gotta throw your sword on your hip and I think you'll have your new fit. Courtesy of the great kingdom of Frostfire. I think that makes you one of us now, Okul, don't you? She smiled optimistically and looked at me. I suppose I am with you. I'm not sure if I'm one of you, but I will be staying here for a while. I don't mind the insignia. I nodded to her and turned to leave, ready to rest my wounds once more. Oh wait, does Vey want anything to wear? We have some stuff that would definitely fit her. Krufix stopped me before I was even out of the room. Well, she's playing with Croy right now and I don't... Actually, yes. If you have a sweater in her size, I can get it to her whenever she's free. Thank you. I'm sure she will appreciate it. I thought Vey was a figment of Okel's imagination. Didn't realize she was real. Of course, Krufik handed me a smaller blue sweater she seemingly had on hand already. Now rest and try not to bleed out on us. We still need you around here, okay, Okel? Krufik patted me on the shoulder and I turned around to leave. Of course. I really thought Vey was like an illusion. Zinnia lore! Let's go! Let me do this. These white tiled floors. The white walls. It's so sad. Yeah, I really hate places like this. Zinnia trying to escape is so funny. Ah, shucks. So cute. We have Journal 13. From Light. Okay, whole thing. February 2nd, 2498. 4 o'clock p.m. It's been a while since I wrote a journal entry. I'll admit, I hadn't had much energy to do so. I'm tired all the time. The chronic pain keeps me up, so I'm unable to sleep for long. That and the nightmares. I don't want to think about the nightmares, it's still too raw. Gods, being used to a slower sense of time is a curse. If I remembered correctly, it would be 1798 right about now. 700 years behind pretty much everywhere else in the universe. And that isn't even including that the time difference could have grown. When I had left, the time difference was 1 year on the planet equaled 700 years off the planet. Okay. That changed from last... I'm not gonna get into it. When I left, it was disorienting. Like I had been slingshot across time. I nearly lost an entire year just by standing in one place. To me, it felt like it had only been a few minutes, maybe even an hour. Really, it was nearly 3 weeks. I kept busy because of that. Even more so after I arrived on Solace and met everyone who is now important to me. I didn't want to lose the time I could spend with them. I know that I'll outlive them, so I'll create as many memories with them as I can. Dad, Papa, Kron, Frog, Feather, Balios, Lucky. Some will one day have to carry on their memory. I suppose that I'll be that someone. One day. February 3rd, 3:49 a.m. I went to work early today, around 1 in the morning if I remembered correctly. I've been away due to the island investigation. Oh, you retconned it! I see. That makes a lot more sense. Thank you. Because that's part of why I was so, like, confused the last time, is I was like, because I thought you said that time worked faster, not slower. But now it makes sense. If it's just slower, and it's not like a faster and slower thing, fine. That works. I've been away due to the island investigation, which was a huge waste of time in my opinion, and I wanted to get back to work. Zinnia was one of those in my list of patients. I'd gone straight to her first. She was asleep when I got there, understandable since it was very early. What surprised me is that Dad was there, asleep in a chair. I don't know how he found out about Zinnia, but I wasn't about to make him leave, so I left, leaving an allium in the vase for Zinnia. I feel guilty for not working as much as I should, for not being there when Zinnia first arrived. I think that I'll pick up more shifts. I need to do more. February 4th, 1:18 a.m. That. I saw Violence today. I hate him. He had hurt Comet. He had hurt my sister. He helped Elliot to kidnap Dad. No. He isn't worth it. He isn't worth my anger. I should visit Comet, maybe even Bob. I want to apologize to Comet for our argument the first time they were in the hospital. I want to check their injuries to make sure they are healing properly. Bob? I don't know. I just have an off feeling. I want to check him. Check on him. I pray that he didn't use the books from my home planet for something bad. Uh-oh! Bob is missing. Uh-oh. Light hates bald people. Blind people. I think Light hates bald people too. I hate one bald person. Violence the Clown. That is a wig and you can't change my mind. Rin's journal entries. Entry 4. I decorated my cave a bit with moss I found in my silly bag. I also found a cool tower thing and a dock while swimming around. It looked awesome. I also saw a TV head person. I don't know their name, but they look cool. I used to see some TV heads back on Liminal Land, but I never knew there were some here. I also might have stole some fish from them secretly. I think I'm starting to forget how Emma's face looks like. I can't remember how their face looks like. I only remember how they look in my dream. Oh, that's sad. Light just hates. You can feel, you can do whatever with. Well, okay, I like how I said Light hates bald people. Not specifically violence, just bald people in general. Who else is bald? Need to have Freya eat Marcello's hair, so he's bald. Okana. Okana is bald. It's true. Who else is canonically bald? Is Rando bald? No. Nikita... No, Nikita is not bald. Gatsby was kind of bald. Is Gabriel bald? Gatsby is bald. Magos is not bald. Two who walk among the dead. We have just a few more things, and then we're done. Wow, it's gonna be a short one today. For once. Light walked through the forests of Kindlegrim. She had made Kron new clothes so they weren't forever walking around wearing dirty clothes. She spent weeks working on them in order to perfect her siblings' texture preference. The clothes were as soft and smooth on the outside as she could make, while the inside was lined with a soft and fuzzy cotton. If the dragon had woven a protection spell or two into the clothes, well, that was only for her to know. Light knew Kron was away from their home for the moment, so she had ample opportunity to place the clothes into their home so they could find them later. She hummed softly, her ears and wings fluttering as she walked. The dragon stopped in her tracks when she spotted the red tree her little sibling lived under. There stood a woman. She was beautiful, with golden blonde hair and greenish blue eyes. Her skin was pale, and she had a pair of white feathered wings on her head and another pair of white wings from her back. The woman wore a flowy dress that was a mix of creams and whites, with a similar colored ribbon on her neck. A halo floated above her head. Light's own wings fluffed up, black feathers ruffling. She could sense that this woman wasn't a mortal. She was a goddess, a death goddess, to be more specific. A growl escaped her before she could stop it. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath to calm herself. Taking care to be quiet and hide her presence, the dragon walked closer to the woman, stopping a bit away. "What brings a death goddess all the way out here?" she asked, watching as the woman looked at her. "I do not sense a spirit around, nor anyone about to die close by, so you should have no reason being here." The woman smiled at Light, though she could sense it was anything but friendly. "Why, I was visiting my dear friend Kron," she said, her tone coming off posh. It was as if she was speaking like a priest. Something about it grated on Light's nerves, though she kept that from showing on her face. "Have they not informed you of me? I thought you two were close, no?" Light bit her tongue to keep from growling at the obvious jab. The woman's words were like adding salt to a very, very sore wound. "They are my sibling, a part of my horde." The dragon— a part of my horde, like a dragon hoarding, gold and things. Kron is a jewel in Light's dragon horde. Short one of my videos are like 30 minutes each. Well, I mean, there was the 2-minute one. If there's another one that's 30 minutes coming up, then we're doomed. Just kidding. Light's horde is all of her family. That's so cute. I like that. The dragon responded, keeping her tone flat and neutral. "We did have a strained relationship for a bit, but that was because they didn't understand the concept of revival. Perhaps they never will, but that is all right." She sighed and met the goddess's eyes squarely, showing the woman that she held very little regard for her situation? "And in the time we talked, they would never mention you, and in the time we talked, they never mentioned you, and he certainly talks about those he considers family or friends. Perhaps he doesn't see you as much of a friend." Light chuckled as if she made a joke, a seemingly kind and easy smile across her face, but her gaze remained cold, almost emotionless. "I apologize," she said. "I had gone ahead of myself. I am Light Auroris, Kron's older sister. And you are?" The woman bowed her head slightly and met the dragon's eyes. I am Morana, she replied. The goddess of death, as you know. Yes, Kron and I's relationship is a bit distant than what I would like. Light hummed and nodded. She looked towards the tree. She observed the goddess from the corner of her eye. Something about this woman gave her a bad feeling. She didn't know what clued her to something being wrong. Maybe it was her ability to sense things. Maybe it was her observation skills. Something about this gods. She hesitates to even call this woman a goddess. The woman gave Light a very bad feeling, like she should not trust this strange woman. I don't want her anywhere near Kron, the dragon thought to herself, her ears twitching slightly. Light took a deep breath, calming herself. Well, Kron isn't here. I doubt they would like a distant friend to visit their home whilst they are away, she said as she turned towards Morana again. So please, O goddess of death, take your leave. There is nothing here that requires your intervention. I see that I'm not welcome here, she sighed, a slight frown appearing on her face. But I cannot leave because I'm waiting to take Kron to a party I'm hosting for Milena, and they said they would attend. Light watched the woman as she rested her chin on her hand. She had a look of worry on her face, likely thinking that Kron is in trouble. Kron is at work at the moment, the dragon replied as her tail lashed about. They normally do not get off until 5, maybe 6 in the evening. You can find them then. Light scowled at Morana. If you really want them at your little party, I can walk Kron to your home. For safety reasons, of course. That won't be necessary, the goddess stated calmly, though the dragon could see that her smile strained ever so slightly. I do live quite a long way from here, and I can take Kron faster than you could ever. Light's eyes narrowed, and her ears pinned back. She bit back a growl before it could bubble up out of her. I insist, Miss Morana, she replied with an easygoing smile. Kron is my sibling, and therefore under my protection. I want to make sure my little sibling makes it safely to your party. Surely you can understand my concern. Indeed, but Kron and I have already agreed that I will take them, Morana said in response. Since they will be back from work, it will be best to arrive the fastest to make sure Kron won't be tired from the trip. If they were to come with me, nothing bad will happen to them. As a goddess, I can promise that. Light shrugged and stepped back. She kept her eyes locked on the goddess, distrust clear in her eyes. The iris of her right eye had turned to a bright gold. Shadows crossed her face, letting her eye glow in the low light. Under her feet, the grass started to wither and die. She didn't let it get too far out of control, just a small patch around her feet. I'd believe you, but I've had people tell me the same thing, and people I had cared about still ended up hurt or dead, she stated calmly, her tone devoid of any warmth. So forgive me, but I will not budge from my stance. I can get to you quickly. Teleportation spells and portals are quite useful in that regard. I can also teleport in a blink of an eye, and I need Kron alive, so their safety is of the utmost importance to me. Light growled. Then she closed her eyes and calmed down. It was no use arguing with this woman. The only thing it did was to make her tired. She opened her eyes, the original pale violet color returning and mixing with the gold. Fine, but I will be there to see them off, especially since I need to walk them home with Freya's mandate in place, she said softly, tiredly. Trust me when I say this. If Kron comes home scared or even remotely hurt, I will find you and I will return the favor. She walked past Morana, deliberately bumping the goddess. She climbed down into the vine into Kron's little home. She walked up to a chest before digging into her bag and pulling out the new set of clothes she had made, a green jumper with brown pants. She placed the clothes onto the chest with a little note from her tucked into the folded clothes. On top of the clothes was a golden brooch that took the shape of a tree branch with a dangling acorn. Protect them, she whispered to the crow sleeping with the brooch. Please, make sure that they remain safe. With a sigh, Light left Kron's home. She'll worry over her little sibling when it comes to it. For now, she needed to get back to the SUNC to rest and get back to work. She doubted either her dad or Kron had lunch yet. Maybe she'll make something for all three of them. Rage baiting. It's like an epic, villain and hero matchup where they're like battle of the minds, you know? Sacrificial ritual, beheaded body, injury, and violence. All on second tab. 17 pages. To the Kron lovers, I apologize. Oh, I thought this was going to be a short one. How long is the Valentine's Day video? Hold on, let me look. 23 minutes. Oh, we're doomed. We're going 3 hours. Every time I think it's gonna be. It's okay. It's okay. It's not your fault, Frog. Wait, why is this? There's only one tab. There's 5 pages. Oh, okay, I opened the wrong one. My bad. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Was that boat there before, Kron? Kron's head turned to the boat that they and Light appeared near through the portal formed by the dragon, their head cocking a little before shrugging. Maybe mine. Not important. We go home. I want to see Surprise. They bounced a little before taking hold of their older sister's hand with both of their own, leading her along up the mountain with a bit of speed. CJ and I are twins at making Lord Tuesdays long. It's true. It's true. You are. But they quickly reined themselves in and slowed down so that Light wouldn't strain herself or get too tired. The dragon only laughed in response to the eagerness, which prompted Kron to grow a little more excited once again as they both made it to the top of the hill hand in hand. Kron, obviously taking the lead, filtered through the dull trees they had grown familiar with until they found the red willow that marked their home, dominating the small opening. They let out a small squeak and bolted forward to hug the trunk before beckoning the dragon to follow. The dragon, in turn, let out a small squeak of her own, her hands twiggling with the strands of her hair that lay over her shoulder. Ever since Kron finished up work, Light had insisted on coming with them, saying that she had a surprise when they both got to their home, and Kron couldn't help but buzz the entire time. They weren't a fan of surprises, but with the recent development between them and their revived sister, they couldn't help but let wonder and comfort overtake their body. They trusted Light enough to believe that she had gotten them something they'd love, and if not, they'd still keep it. It was a gift after all, and it's rude to refuse gifts unless they are actually unethical, like a severed finger or a head or something. Kron moved clear of the entrance after sliding their way down the vine, Light climbing down to follow a little slower afterwards, which Kron didn't mind. Her bones still hurt after all. She had every right to be careful and to take her time. Once the dragon's feet met the floor, she took hold of Kron's forearm with a chuckle, just as they were about to sprint around and speak 1,000,000 words per second. Hold on, Kron. Before you explode, close your eyes and I'll bring this surprise to you. Kron, in turn, made a pout behind their mask, but it disappeared within a second as they quickly gave a firm nod. Their hands were soon under their mask and covering their eyes, just so Light knew they were doing as they were told. Their hooves tapped against the dirt below them and their ears perked, listening to Light take slow strides and carefully opening a chest, the pace she was moving at making it obvious she was trying to be quiet. But Kron's hearing was really good, so they heard everything. No peeking, Kron. I'm not peeking! Kron let a little huff and moved their fingers back together to cover their eyes after being caught peeking, shifting their weight from foot to foot as they continued to wait. That was until they felt the gentle hand of Light tug on their elbow to encourage their arms down, which they complied, soon feeling a weight upon them. Resting in their grip was a dark green jumper and brown trousers, both similar in color to the ones they wore now. They had a good bit of weight to them from the thickness, but they were also stretchy and soft. The jumper in particular had little fuzzy patches, while the trousers had big pockets and had smooth spots on the inside of the legs. And finally, resting on the chest area of the jumper was a golden brooch, shaped into a small branch with an acorn dangling from the tip. Kron had fallen still and quiet, a stark contrast to how they were at work and on the way here for the surprise now in their arms. Light watched them expectantly, her hands clasped together with a hopeful expression on her face. She then stepped forward, her fingertips brushing over the brooch, making it glisten with a sheen of light for a brief moment. Then, with a quick glow, the form of a crown grew from the confines of the brooch, wings spread out as if stretching after a long nap, a light chittering noise escaping from its beak before its beady eyes landed on Kron, staring at it quietly, prompting a small gasp from the masked character. You remember Allium, right, my crow? Light began, drawing Kron's attention toward her from around the crow. The crow also cocked its head towards the dragon with a quick twitch. From Light's perspective, Kron and their crow practically mirrored each other. Well, Allium was created by me to protect me, and now this crow will protect you the same. It can travel with you anywhere within the brooch. Whoa! Kron's whisper of amazement was met with the crow hopping its way closer, across their arm before crawling its way inside their hood and nestling down inside upon their shoulder. Kron, in turn, grew stiff, being careful as if afraid to hurt the bird, but they soon relaxed and nuzzled the inside of their mask into the soft feathers. They reached their hands out and took Light's, giving them a squeeze. Thank you, Miss Guide. I love them. Okay, go see what can fix. Kron adjusted their new clothes with a soft huff, a bag full of materials and a belt heavy with tools on their person. Their crow, now named Kreelar, Krelar, I hope I'm saying that right, Krelar, flapped in a circle above their head before barreling into the brooch with a quick shimmer, just as they climbed the vine upwards to the surface. Ah, there you are, dear. The familiar's smooth and light voice caught Kron off guard, almost losing grip on the vine and plummeting back down into the house, but they caught themselves against the walls with their hooves and back, letting out a curse in their native tone. They quickly looked up to see Marana gazing down at them with a raised eyebrow, making them laugh nervously and scramble out, scooping up the jellyfish teddy that toppled out of their pocket and tucking it back into the safe confines of his shorts. Hi, Marana! Hello, I do hope you aren't bringing all of that for the party, are you, Kron? Kron's head tilted in confusion for a moment, taking note of Marana's expectant and slightly judgmental expression. Her hands clasped together, then it clicked. Oh right, the party for Miss Water Spirit. Kron hurriedly removed the belt and bag of equipment and dropped them through the entrance for them to collect later, but kept their quiver of arrows in their bow, just a precaution. Oh no, sorry, something happened in Kindlegrim, so I was gonna fix. You see, when I was at the beach, head librarian said, That's nice, Kron, but we really must be going. Come now, you can tell me later. With that, not allowing Kron to protest, she spun the skirt of her long gown in the vision of the other, the swirl of white and cream bringing the familiar dizziness from the week before. Wish you'd warn me before doing fancy spinny thing, Kron mumbled under their breath as they steadied themselves, watching as Marana glided her way around from behind them, her heels softly tapping with each stride against wet wood. The familiar muddy and dewy stench of Milena's home rose up Kron's nose, the intensity rising right up to their head and causing a small headache. In all honesty, they hadn't missed that part of the water spirit's home at all. An excessive amount of candles lined the home in groups and paths leading to other rooms or just out nowhere in particular. An obvious fire hazard considering the house was built with packed mud and wood, but they could just tear the ceiling open and the pond above could spill down and put it out. At least that's what Kron thought they could possibly do. A hum of slow, jazz-like music echoed from the far corner of the next room, a jukebox playing the disc slowly. The music occasionally jumped and got stuck, making it not feel as soothing as that genre of music is supposed to be. Marana hummed softly as she lit a few more candles, appearing unbothered, which prompted Kron not to mention it. Soon enough, Milena wandered her way out of her room, most likely having heard her goddess returning. Her eyes landed on Kron, who waved back at her with a bit of enthusiasm, grinning a little behind their mask. However, the water spirit only hugged her arms around herself a little and looked away, before moving towards her goddess, who had just straightened herself up from kneeling. Marana brushed hot wax from her dress as if it was mere dust, turning her attention to her follower now beside her. A small, soft smile grew across her face, her arms outstretching to embrace Milena gently, before cupping her face with one hand. My dear Milena, will you watch Kron for me until I come back? I was so busy I completely forgot we needed food for this celebration. Yes, my lady. Milena appeared to lean into the goddess's touch, her own hand coming to rest against Marana's own. She received a gentle kiss on the top of her head before Marana retracted from her and brushed around her, moving to cup Kron's face next. Her hands moved beneath their hood, her thumbs brushing against the fur of their ears, the edges of their mask. They appeared to ever so slightly push against it, making Kron reach their own hands up to rest on the goddess's wrists. Marana merely laughed. You two behave now. I'll be back soon. With that call and a graceful twirl, Marana disappeared with a wisp of ruffles and silk, bringing the atmosphere of caution with her, the candles appearing to brighten after she left. It was quite awkward after that. Kron wandered about the main area, occasionally trying to speak with Milena, but the water spirit would only give small responses, sitting still upon the roots of the tree that grew upwards through her home. Eventually, however, she began to speak more, as Kron talked about the recent adventures on the island, sharing their frustrations with the outcomes of it, the new, long-overdue information they learned but got no further answers to. As time passed, Kron felt their stomach growl, their throat a little tight. Surely there would be some form of food in the house. Marana was going out to get the fancier stuff. So, when a silence came, Kron hopped up from where they had sat, stretching as they moved, peeking in through the door of Milena's farm. The crops hadn't grown enough yet. Have food or water? They turned to see Milena cautiously wandering her way to their side, her fingers twirling a stray vine from her clothing between her digits. Yes, we do, in the storage. Milena's response was held within a whisper, her hand extending to gesture to the door on the opposite side of the room. Kron gave a small nod and quickly moved to it, stumbling over a stray root but regaining their balance just in time to reach the door. Their clumsy nature made Milena snort in amusement as she followed, being a bit more dainty with her movements. Sorry. Soon enough, the odd duo found themselves rooting about in the storage room, which didn't actually have that much to store. It was fairly empty, with brewing stands lining the wooden table that wrapped around all four walls and chests in some areas, a few bookshelves here and there. Kron let out an almost bored sigh, slumping down against the edge of an open chest, face squishing against the inside of their mask as their hands fiddled with the wooden materials within. They haven't found much of anything. Milena came up beside her deflated masked friend, leaning gently against the wooden table connected to the wall made of stone and packed mud. Her head tilted gently, partially leaning against the stone, gazing down at Kron. Maybe we should wait for Marana's return. Did she say she was collecting food for the celebration? Or she did say she was collecting food for the celebration. Suddenly, something beneath Milena's head clicked and moved, making her jump and retract immediately. Kron perked at the reaction, hopping up onto their feet just in time to see the wall of muck and wood shuddering, moving to reveal a set of stairs leading downwards behind them. Their eyes lit up in fascination, a small gasp emanating from their now jittery body. Secret tunnel! It like an island with Gabrielle's room! Without a thought, within that simple mind of theirs, too excited by the victory of finding something secret, Kron bolted down the stairs, their hands trailing against the wet walls to prevent them from falling over. They advanced towards the faint golden lights at the bottom, thoughts racing, until they registered a sharp stench that wasn't of soaked wood and dew. Their steps slowed, and met an abrupt stop at the very last step. Kron? Milena's voice echoed down behind Kron, her feet soon pausing behind him. Them. Kron! My God. Her hands rested on their shoulders from behind, peering at them and growing confused when their mask didn't turn to face her. Only the pupil that naturally followed her no matter what looked at her truly. Her attention turned forward into the room they both stood before. Kron, what's the mat? She stopped, her face falling. Before them was a small room of quartz, a statue in the center of it all made of marble, a statue of Marana, her hands held up at her sides. Symbols shrouded in shadow centered behind the hands, carved in black stone. Above her, like a sickening halo, a severed, partly rotting head lay, old blood dripping from where it settled, down the face of the goddess, drying into the white stone and making it appear like she was crying red tears. The rest of the head's body lay at the statue's feet, almost as if bowing to her. What this? Milena could only stare, her mouth agape, her eyes growing glassy as she processed the scene, the symbols of her world, the blood, the way of sacrifice. Her eyes turned to the empty spots of the statue's hands, vacant and awaiting. Milena soon grabbed Kron by the shoulders and turned them to face her, her expression a whirlwind of shock and fear, hurt. Her fingers dug into the fabric of their trench coat. Kron, Marana is going to kill us. We need to go now. And within a beat, Kron and Milena were sprinting their way up the stairway, Kron leading the way to the top. They skidded through the door of the room, reaching the tunnel entrance to the surface, to escape the house. Marana hadn't returned yet. They had their chance. Milena and Kron breached the surface of the pond after crawling through the tunnel, Milena assisting Kron by practically carrying them up to the edge and hopping up beside them, rising to her feet gracefully. Kron huffed and got up, shaking like a wet dog and wringing out their hair. Ugh, smell like slime now. Not matter. Miss Water Spirit, we go before... Humming. Melodic humming echoed from behind them. Milena had fallen still, and when Kron followed her gaze, there stood Marana, a handkerchief in one hand, rubbing along the blade of a knife. The handle was covered in intricate designs of white and gold, the blade glinting in the light of the setting sun, reflecting the light upon the water that rippled gently. Her humming came to a stop on a high note, the knife chiming softly as she brought it up, inspecting it before turning to face the two drenched figures. A slow tutting noise escaped her as she straightened up gracefully, her head tilted with an almost sly smile. I am so disappointed in you both. Milena, dear, I asked you to watch our guest. Milena appeared to shrink, her eyes wide and glassy. She took a step forward, her hands reaching out, her knees bending beneath her, almost as if she was about to kneel. Kron's hand drifted to his bow and quiver beneath their trench coat as they watched, resisting the urge to drag the water spirit away. My lady, I beg of you, Milena began, her hands soon clasping together. A shaky, uncertain smile came upon her face as she stood before Marana, seeing only the goddess who saved her, hoping for the mercy and love from before. Have I not been good? The things you asked of me. You cared for me as your prophet, did you not? Marana's expression was calm and plain. Wait, who's saying this? This is Milena, still. Marana's expression was calm and plain, almost eerily so. She lowered herself down to Milena's height with a slow grace, one of her hands reaching forward to cup the other's face. She felt the weight lean into her palm, her felt hands cling to her own. The goddess's head tilted ever so slightly, expression unchanging. You are nothing but a head to use, and blood to wield, Marana whispered, a small smile twitching in the corner of her lips as she felt Milena tense. Feeling nails digging into her pale skin, she brought Milena's face closer, her mouth by her ear now. That was all you were, a temporary product of my magic, that I want back. Kron's arrow knocked the knife from Marana's hand just as she began bringing it out from behind her back, making attention snap to the masked archer sharply. Milena was roughly pulled back by her hands, gripping the back of her clothes, pushing her behind them as they loaded another arrow and shot it right at Marana's face. But Marana merely waved her hand as she took long strides. Another reason that you should hit the panic button. Freya would be right there. She'd delete this bitch. The arrow whisking off course and landing in a tree in the background. Now, Kron, don't be like this. The goddess's voice was light, an attempt at a comforting smile spreading across her face, but it came off a little strained. Her hands outstretched to the sides, the knife returning to her grasp in her dainty fingers. You know I would never cause you harm without proper reasons. What you're going to be a part of, it's for an important cause. Behave now, and I promise I'll make it quick for both of you. Another arrow was quickly deflected, but another caught her in the shoulder. Marana gave a soft grunt, watching the arrow disintegrate into ash before any blood could escape from beneath her skin. Her eyes flared a bright blue, and she shot forward, closing their arms to try grab Kron, only for them to dodge backwards and around behind her, kicking her in the side. Ah, you little brat! Kron dodged another swing at them and rushed to where Milena now sat, shaking her shoulders crazily and trying to get her attention, waving their hand in front of her face as she stared into space with haunted eyes. Water spirit, come on! Marana shot her hands out, and Kron's very own shadow turned against them, latching onto their hooves and dragging them back towards the goddess, whose hand found the back of their neck to pick them up, their hooves kicking and flailing. Sharp nails dug through the fabric of their hood and into their flesh, on the verge of piercing the skin and making them bleed. They were pulled back firmly against Marana's chest, her other arm locking around their shoulders like a vice, the knife forcing itself under their chin and against their neck. Fucking bitch! Kron let out through their gritted teeth, their hand reaching back to claw and grapple at the hand suspending him, the other finding the elbow of the other arm and pushing back against it. Marana merely laughed as she felt the struggles, about to open her mouth, only to feel sharp teeth to latch around her forearm, making her yelp and drop the knife. Reefing her arm free from the jaws of Kron, ultimately pulling out one of their teeth with a sharp movement. Kron took their chance and wriggled free, the sleeves of their trench coat pulling off them as they stumbled onto their hands and knees. They watched as blood dripped onto their hand from their mouth, but yanked their mask down with haste and licking the blood from their gum and lips just in time to spin around on their knees and... They froze, eyes wide. Kron's trench coat fell apart into nothing but black dust in Marana's displayed hand, the remains blowing away into the wind, never to be seen again. Their breath quietly hitched as they suddenly felt so bare, the cold breeze brushing against their skin with a sensation they didn't like. Hated, in fact. Their ears, unprotected and on full display, ached as the tender skin beneath fur was agitated. Their hair a bird's nest of muck, greenery, and broken horn, pieces falling into the muddy ground around them, clinging to the fabric of their new clothes, ruining them. Their hand instinctively covered the brooch on their chest, protecting it, as if it wasn't meant to protect them. Marana sighed softly, shaking her head like a disappointed mother, as she picked the tooth up off the ground, inspecting it like it was the most interesting thing in that moment. You fight as if you're invincible, strong, protected. Her eyes slowly turned to the small figure, taking note of their shoulders beginning to tremble and shake, curling in on themselves like a snail without a shell. I don't see your sister, though. She made quite the empty threat, if I were to harm you. The goddess flicked the tooth away and licked the blood off her fingertips before she suddenly appeared before Kron, her hand reaching out to cup the side of their face. A mocking pout came to her lips as she heard a small whimper. Aw, not even your own father to help you. Disappeared once again. Oh, I wonder why. Suddenly, her hand latched onto the underside of Kron's jaw and reefed their head around just as they tried to pull away, forcing them to face her. Her other hand reached around, the knife having returned to her grip once more, the tip of the blade posed beneath their mask, nudging against it as if teasing. "Shut it and look at me. You want to know why Croy isn't here to rescue you?" She paused, her voice dropping low with a soft inhale. "Because you disgust him. When you both first met, in those woods, he attacked you, didn't he? Lunged right at you, clawed at you, screaming goodness knows what. Words you didn't know at the time, didn't understand. But you understand them now, don't you, Kron? You know what he was saying. Something about a parasite, wasn't it? About stealing his body? He was referring to you. Do you want to know why? Croy wasn't always a ghost. He wasn't always Croy. He was Alfie. That name people keep calling you. He was alive on Solace, with a parasite within him, keeping him breathing, needing a soul. And when it had a soul, it could have a body. Your father was a coward and ended his own life over it. A pickaxe to the eye, but the parasite couldn't let go. That is how you came to be, Kron. You weren't born from the seeds of a tree or whatever fantasies you were fed. You were the mistake created by the cowardice of your father. You are the parasite and part of Alfie's soul. Who do you think Red was when you wrote to each other back and forth? Alfie didn't kill you that day, or any chance he had been given, because you kept him alive. You are his anchor. Marana lifted Kron's mask. That's a crazy reveal, by the way. That's a crazy reveal. Holy shit. Wow. Also, Kron didn't have time to hit the button and they aren't a fan of Freya. Nobody's a fan of Freya. Freya, give us solutions! Freya, help us! Freya, protect us! Here's the easiest way for me to protect you. Not that way! We don't want that! No, we hate Freya! We don't trust Freya! Whatever. Marana lifted Kron's mask completely, watching the tears fall down from the eyes covered in old stolen blood, down withered skin and never-healing scars. Her eyes focused on the right side, the eye socket not even having an eye in its place, but a red mass. She posed her knife right there, feeling Kron's pulse jump beneath the fingers on her other hand as they wrapped around their neck. 2 birds with 1 stone. No! Suddenly, a wave of green-tinted water crashed into Marana, whirling around her like a sphere, and dragged her into the pond, seagrass and algae clasping around her and holding her to the bottom. Milena stood at the edge of the pond with her arms outstretched and her knees bent, practically knocking together as she held down her goddess in slimy chains. She let out a shaky breath of fear as she... Sorry, I'm butchering this. She let out a shaky breath of fear as she felt the binds wither, the pond's water being consumed by a cloud of black from beneath, flashes of blue emanating from it like thunder within furious clouds. Kron, run! Now! Go! Kron had just gotten to their feet as they heard Milena's yell, and without a second thought, they were bolting, fixing their mask onto their face once more as they disappeared into darkness. Milena soon copied, letting her hands fall and her legs move, carrying her in another direction, her bare feet beating hard against moss and mud, just as she heard the sound of water splashing and rippling, moving to the will of the powerful being beneath. That powerful will made Milena run faster, her arms pumping and breathing heavier. Marana ascended from the pond. You've been hinting at for months. I should have done like some theories on what I thought, because like that was one of my theories of what Kron was. Because I was like, they just like, there's no way they just like appeared or like they're heavily connected to Croy or Alfie. Anyway, Marana ascended from the pond of void as she had created with her anger, the water draining away into nothing as she walked over it onto the edge. Her white dress, her hair, her wings now spread out and ruffled in their elegant white glory, all completely dry, unbothered and pristine. But her face was far from it, curled and wrinkled with fury of disobedience she wasn't used to. She took a deep breath, her eyes closed, the wings on the sides of her head folding over her face. Her hand rested upon her chest, the other curled into a fist against the side of her head. She was thinking, searching. Her search came fruitful. Milena gasped for breaths through her panic, stumbling and tripping as if it was her first time on land. Adrenaline pumped through her, and only pumped faster as she heard the flapping of wings close by. She didn't divert path. She didn't think of it. She just kept running in a straight line until something wedged into her calf. She cried out in pain and fell, her head whacking off a tree root, uplifting the slimy soil and moss it was buried underneath, a ringing assaulting her hearing. When she looked over with gripped teeth and bleary eyes, she just about made out the skinny shape of an arrow wedged into her skin, red blood dribbling down the leafy clothes she wore. She cursed and sobbed as she forced herself up, catching sight of a cave to her left. Hiding place, safety. With a firm push and a deep choked breath, Milena hobbled her way forward with as much speed as she could manage, shrinking into the shadows of the cave, leaving nothing but a blood trail behind her. She left a blood trail behind her, all the way from where she was shot. From where she was shot and seen. No! Damn. That's... Yeah. That's not good. I think I know what that implies, what that means. Oh. Rip Milena, perhaps. Probably. Uh-oh. A tavernous brawl. Violence is heavily seen. Do not read if you want to avoid fighting and minor mentions of blood. Alright, well, I mean, this was approved by Light. So we should be good. Light's going to bite Marana in dragon form. Good. Good. Someone needs to tell Freya about this so she could just... Freya could delete anyone on Solace. Easily. Well, would she? No. But she could hold them in place. I'd love to see Freya go against any of these powerful creatures. Freya v. Elia would have been crazy. Freya v. Marana. Freya v... the freaking... what's the Kindlegrim god called again? Forgot. That guy. A tavernous brawl. Rotwood sat in a stool up at front at Avian's Perch's bar counter, sliding a clawed finger around the rim of an empty glass cup. She'd use the power of friendship. So true. Freya v. Elia would have ended so fast! Yeah. Elia would have won. I'm kidding. The thing is, like, Freya, part of Freya's, like, arc is that she needs to learn that, like, because she's a very, like, she's total pacifist. She doesn't want to, like, fight anyone or hurt anyone. She's terrified of hurting people, but she's going to learn that she needs to sometimes be violent, and she's going to hurt people, and sometimes that's necessary. But she hasn't learned that yet. So, Freya v. Elia would probably be everyone around her saying, "Kill Elia!" And Freya being, "I don't wanna." Freya v. Waveseeker would... Do you think... Okay, because, like, Freya is untouchable. She could just get rid of her visible form and just... Does the Waveseeker, like, are they, like, a physical thing? Because Freya can eat anything that has matter. That's why Feather was mad in Frog's soon-to-be video. Ah. Anyway, I'll keep reading. Maybe not. If not, then that'd be a little more complicated. Freya may not be able to do anything. The surroundings around him were dead silent, only being interrupted by an occasional creak of the wood or from himself shifting the seat around to sit comfortably. You'll DM me. Okay. He was far from happy. In fact, he was very angry. A certain demon has left him far from happy after a few unexpected chats. He, however, was not the only one who intended on hanging around the place. The bar's door creaked open, a strange but recognizable figure walking through the doorway. Light, who looked half asleep, nearly ready to call it a day and just sleep wherever looked remotely sanitary. She walked up to the bar, waving at Feather to grab her attention. "Light, how are things going? Anything new?" Feather chirped, her face beaming with a joy to see a face other than the same old grump. She wasted no time grabbing a glass for Light. Light looked back at Feather, shrugging at her response. "Nothing much, really, just work and stuff, the usual." "Right, so what did you like?" She looked back at Light, curiously waiting for the order. Light took a seat on a stool not too far from Rotwood, who was too focused on his own thoughts to pay any sort of attention to them talking. "A cup of wine would be nice, please," she smiled at Feather, who quickly smiled back at her as well before pouring a glass of wine for her. Feather handed Light the glass before stepping back and thinking, her expression widening as if she remembered something, in which she did. "Oh, I'll be back in a few. I forgot something." Feather waved a quick goodbye before sprinting out of the tavern. slamming the door behind her in a rush. Light lifted the glass of wine, pausing before she could take a sip due to a sound of frustration. She looked over at the source of the noise, which was Rotwood, who sat there frustrated, clearly stuck up on thinking about something. Rotwood's hand dug into the countertop, splintering the wood from under his nails. Light slowly put her glass down onto the counter with a tap, quietly but noticeably moving over to the seat next to Rotwood. What's one more job, right? She raised a hand, tapping him on the shoulder, concerned for his well-being. Rotwood jolted back in response with a huff, staring at her with a mix of confusion and anger. "The hell do you want?" he grumbled, turning his gaze back to the empty glass. "Well, I just wanted to check up on you. You looked awfully frustrated. Why is that?" Light crossed her hands with a well-mannered posture. "Nothing that you need to know," he growled back, leaning his body away from her to hint at her to leave him alone. Light, however, took this as a challenge to figure out what was wrong. "Seriously, what's up? It's better to talk things out, you know? Did you lose something? Did somebody die?" She tried to pry at his problems by taking guesses, hoping to figure something out to help him. Rotwood didn't take this lightly, no. He turned back to her and snapped, slamming a fist down on the countertop and shouting back at her. "I'm fine, now shut up and leave me alone, you damned rodent!" He took a step further by shattering the glass next to him, which resulted in shards of glass digging into his hand. Light nearly jumped back and winced from his sudden negative reaction towards her, slightly hurt by the fact that he didn't want her help. The loud change in voice hurt her ears, leaving her with mild discomfort. She noticed the blood that beaded from his hands and the glass that embedded into the palm of his hand like it was part of him. Out of pure rage and urge and concern, she reached out a hand. "At least let me remove the glass from your hands. That could get infected or even—" "I don't need your damn help!" He used the bloodied hand to grab her wrist, stopping her from any further action. His expression was stern, warning her to stop. "I swear to God, if you don't leave right now, I'll use that broken glass and kill you with it." He stated with full honesty. He would absolutely do that if she just kept it up. He would absolutely do just that if she kept it up. The shards of glass that dug into his hand almost stabbed Light as well, but he let go and pushed her arm away. Light pulled her hand away, rubbing her wrist before looking up at him with a newfound fear. "If you just let me help you!" She was cut off by Rotwood standing up and knocking her stool to the ground, sending her colliding with the cold ground unpleasantly. Light let out a cut-off yell as she hit the ground, quickly finding her way back to her feet and brushing off dust. "What was that for?" she bristled, stepping back from him and pulling her arms up in defense. "That was for not taking my hint to leave me the hell alone. This, though, will be your damn hint to leave." He swung his fist at her, but Light was quick enough to react and jump to the side, his fist crashing into the counter instead. I can see why Feather's gonna be pissed. He staggered forwards, catching his own fall as Light took it as a chance to move away instead of fighting. She raised her hands to hopefully show that she wouldn't fight back, but he didn't listen to that. Rotwood just ran at her again, this time trying to claw at her with even more built-up anger. Light stayed just out of his reach, her expression growing more and more nervous by the second. Rotwood made a final attempt for a quick and easy fight, twisting his foot around and lunging at her with the full intention of severely injuring her. He was instead met with a missing target as he leapt, crashing face first into the wall. He let out a groan of pain, slowly regaining his footing and looking back at her with a scowl. "I didn't mean to make you mad," she tried to yell out, but she was cut off at the very end of her sentence when Rotwood sent his fist right into her face, his knuckle hitting her right eye with a brutal motion. This is so... This is changing my mind about Rotwood. Light took the hit without a noise or complaint. Her face turned away as she took a second to process the hit. She removed her hand from over her wounded eye to reveal a smudge of golden substance on her hand, which was leaking from her right eye as well. Light's hand dropped to her side, slowly turning her head back to look at him with very little of an expression. "You!" She shuddered her breath, looking back at her hand one last time before looking slightly angered, her hand clutching shut with a squeeze. Rotwood stared at her with the same pissed-off look, though slightly left uneasy with her cold reaction. He started walking straight over to her to finish the small fight. As soon as he extended an arm to attack her, she latched a grip around his arm and yanked him forwards. Light dragged him against the ground and spun to gain momentum, sending him flying across the room and right into the tavern's door. Rotwood practically screeched before his body slammed roughly into the door, sending both him and the door right out of the bar and off its hinges. "He's having a phase? Whatever you say." Rotwood's body ached in pain, not expecting that much force, let alone from someone like her. He pushed the door off of himself. "Why is Light doing this? Go rescue Kron, huh?" I'm kidding. He pushed the door off himself, tossing it aside and standing back up, but not without a struggle. Light getting into a bar fight instead of, like, secretly watching Kron or whatever is really funny to me. Like, Kron's fighting for their life. Light is like, put him up! His once anchored and confident expression faltered to a weak one, gripping his left shoulder, which was now fractured for obvious reasons. Light rubbed her eye and looked back at him, nearly tearing up with fear and anger. She ran past him, quickly taking her leave to avoid any further fight. The grass beneath her feet withered as she ran, crumbling into the ground below it that turned lifeless. Rotwood watched as she took her sudden leave, his ears flattening to his head as he tried to process what had just happened, as well as the grass withering. His teeth slightly bared a frown, standing there in an awkward silence of thought. He walked over to the door, which was off its hinges and laying flat in the grass. His hand curled around its handle, lifting it up with his good arm and then letting it fall back to the ground as a large puff of dirt flew out from under it. Damn, he growled out, walking back into the tavern and heading to his room to tend to his major wound. Later on, Feather climbed up the stairs to her tavern, coming to a complete stop as her gaze laid upon a door flat on the ground. Her door! Her jaw momentarily hung in surprise and confusion, closing her mouth after a second just staring. Her wings ruffled up, stammering over her own words for a few seconds before actually yelling out a somewhat coherent slur of words. What? Huh? She ran into the bar, which was absolutely trashed, blood evidently being left around the area as well. Her wings drooped to the ground, eyes twitching. There was no genuine protest, just a whole bunch of confusion and a loss of words. Then she let out one final sentence. I don't get paid enough for this. Poor Feather. And then let's read this other two stuff and end with Frog's video. Lucky with Light's gift afterward. Oh, this is okay, that has to be read afterwards, I guess. Alright, well, fine, we'll watch the video first. Let me pause the music. Sorry, flashbang. Sorry! I don't understand what it means, so we're okay. Go like Frog's video, by the way, if you haven't.
Hello? Lucky, are you there?
Yeah, one second, Light. Hey.
Hey, where were you? You missed a meetup and I got worried. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just, I got preoccupied with, things. It happens, you know.
Wait, are you sure you're okay? You look pretty muffed up there.
Yeah, things happen. Come in. Just same old me, new features, I guess. Working on fixing this jacket.
Are you okay with telling me what happened? It looks pretty bad.
Just me being dumb. Things happen. Anyways, I appreciate your concern, but I'm good. I'm okay.
Alright, I'm glad to see that you're alright. I was really worried when you didn't show up to our little gathering.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I just don't want to do people. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Knock knock. Knock knock.
Oh.
Knock knock.
Great.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
What are you two doing?
Oh, we were just visiting.
Hanging out.
Okay.
Sure.
Is that Bong Water the what are they? Not clown. Bong Water the moth? I thought they died.
Sure.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I just wanted to check on you, Lucky.
Oh, a ghost!
I didn't think Light would be here.
That's crazy.
She came to visit.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
Okay.
need anything? Okay. Okay.
I
That's
see
funny.
that you're doing well, Lucky.
Did he just like, I want to be included. Put me in the video. Or does it actually have meaning that he's there?
Well,
Yeah, I'm
well.
fine.
Mhm.
I'm fine.
Alright,
I-
if you say so.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
okay,
Violence
okay.
doesn't come in and say, "Ha! It is I, Violence. I am so evil." And also, "Hi, Frog. You're my best friend." And also, Light, you're my best friend too. Also, I'm gonna shoot you, but not really, because I can't kill anyone. Because apparently, I'm not evil, even though I am. And I burned people's skin, and I boiled someone alive. Sorry.
I know she
Okay.
looks a bit roughed up, but let's not talk about this. She might not want to talk about it.
Oh,
Understandable.
my bad.
We should be going.
Yeah, we just wanted to check up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Oliver? Hi, Oliver.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Too
How
soon.
you
What's up?
doing?
I'm great. I was juggling. Haven't seen
Really?
Lucky in a while and really need a replacement for the act.
We saw Lucky.
Oh yeah, we
And
did.
we also
Moonwalking into
saw
frame?
Light with Lucky.
In the cabin.
Ooh, actually?
Alone.
Yeah.
Like, how close were they?
They were like standing like next to each other like this, and
Yeah, yeah, like
we
this.
were talking about Lucky's appearance, and Light stood in front of Lucky.
Opinions. What do you think?
Okay.
The
So,
gossiping.
Lucky doesn't like people meddling in her business, but I've gotta see how this goes. We should set them up.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, 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 yes,
How we gonna do that?
Before the Great Anomaly,
Mhm,
we
mhm.
used to get each other gifts. Specifically, fish, because who can go wrong with a good fish, you know, brother? Right?
I like.
So like you like go and you'd find a really pretty one and then you give it to them and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I love this." And like I've seen Light eat fish before.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
But is there any pretty enough fish?
Okay. I have this one.
Ooh. I like that one a lot.
I
Very
have
pretty.
this one.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
I don't like
Jellyfish.
that one, but some people do. So
Oh.
I was about to say
have-
I cook a lot. I cook
This
a lot. I
one?
can
What
ask
is that?
what's their favorite.
it's
a frog.
catfish.
Oh, it's a catfish.
I like this one.
And I have this one.
Intensely staring at the catfish.
The lesbian fish.
I like this one.
Fish
Yeah, that
being.
one's cute.
What do we call this plan?
Operation
Love.
Love? No. That's very like obvious. So we should
Yeah.
Fish.
we
Absolutely. I love
The
it.
silence.
yeah, nobody will suspect anything.
Operation Fish.
Lucky.
Fishration.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, I haven't seen you in absolutely forever.
Hey. You are
Oh.
like the fourth visitor today.
I am or I'm not.
You are. It's
I
crazy how many of you want to be here for some reason.
Crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have expected that. Anyways, so I was just thinking about how Valentine's Day is coming up, you know? And I was like, man, you know, back where I used to live, we had this tradition where you'd get a really pretty fish for someone and you'd give that to them. And like, I don't have anyone that I'm like interested in, but you know, I found this really pretty fish and I didn't know if like you had anyone. So I figured I'd give that to you and you could like, if you had anyone in mind, could give that to them.
This big?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't.
Isn't it pretty?
Oliver, I don't like anybody.
Oh, you know, well, I
Emoji.
just, you know, like the whole thing, like I can't really like any, like, you know, and you just have a more chance of liking someone than I do. So why don't you hold on to that And you know, it works. It really does. And
Are you
can
insinuating
do your thing, and I am going to go practice juggling. Have fun,
Oliver.
Silence. Wait. 3 frames, just bop, boop, bop, disappeared. That's so funny.
You like behind you.
Oh, hi, Feather. What are you doing here? What's going on?
Well, oh, don't worry, nothing bad happened. Don't worry, so you're completely fine. I just wanted to ask you, what are you gonna do for Valentine's Day?
I was gonna spend it at home with Dad.
Mm-hmm. Can I show you something amazing? Have you tried dancing in the air before?
I don't know how to fly.
You don't know how to fly?
I don't know how to fly with my wings. I know how to fly as a dragon, but not with wings.
It'd be really cool to show a certain somebody that you can dance in the air. Be very impressive.
Given the context of the day,
Hmm.
you're referring to Lucky, aren't you?
Maybe. Maybe not. You'll never know.
Gods above.
Why hitting on the copper wall
Give
protected
you
the rain?
any notion that Lucky and I will compatible with each other in a relationship at all?
I mean, it doesn't have to be like a romantic. It can be like a friendship way.
You
No.
mentioned Valentine's Day. That's
Why
a
were you
romantic holiday.
It's obviously repairing the radar tower. That's, you know, I punch shit all the time when I see that it needs it. Check on it. Oh no, it's been blown to pieces, hasn't it? It's over.
In the entire freaking universe.
Alright,
Look,
if you say
Mother-
so.
Mother, I appreciate you.
Oh, checking on it. Nothing's happened. It's just
coming here and asking this, but I can't. I can't. Please go away.
Alright,
You
sorry if
get
I
it.
made you uncomfortable.
It's fine.
they are in lesbians with each other,
Still.
but they
it'll
don't know
be
it yet.
nice. I'm gonna go through this way.
You know what? Fine. Let's just let's do this.
You wanna see how I do it first?
Sure.
Alright. You're gonna go and do like something like that. Like, see? I
The
landed in the water.
Wait, can you post the kazoo cover? I want to listen to it. This is incredible. You should. This is Virgil's favorite movie, by the way. Please send that to him. No context. Send your kazoo cover, no context, to Virgil. You're gonna get the best reaction. He's gonna be like, "This is incredible." Not being sarcastic at all. I think he'll laugh. I'm gonna hear him laughing his ass off.
Fine. See?
Okay.
But if you do a mistake, you can just land in the water and you'll be completely fine.
Okay.
It sounds less like kazoo and more like armpit farts.
That's a pretty good circle, I would say.
It's romantic music. I hope this plays when Light and Lucky walk down the aisle.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
That was scary to do with Vinx the first time.
I think you did amazing.
Slow it down.
I should really get to checking on this before Dad
Oh yeah,
gets on
I'm
my case.
sorry.
Hey, you got 2 years left. Chop chop.
See you later.
Yeah.
You. Okay, there's a lot of signs. It's fine.
Knock knock. Lucky. Lucky.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Why do you have so many signs?
Cause I've had 4 of you come in one day, so of
Oh.
course I've got to put signs out to get you guys to stop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We have 2 seasons left. There's 2 years left on Solace. If you're getting married, do it now.
Quite fine. I mean, it's fine
Get married now or forever hold your peace.
sometimes, but it's just a lot in one day.
Yeah, I understand. I was just wondering about any like traditions that you might. What happened?
Nothing.
Okay.
Oliver just came and asked the same thing. So what's up?
Oh, well, what traditions does your species do? Anything fun or cool?
I guess we play music.
Ooh, okay. What type
Yeah.
of music?
All kinds of music, I guess. Like this one.
Ooh,
It's
I don't think I've heard that one before. It does
yeah,
look pretty
it's
though.
yeah. I like it.
So you just play the music?
Kind of. You play it for somebody, I guess. Like
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Do you ever plan on playing music for anybody?
I don't know. Not really.
Oh.
Maybe.
Ooh, okay. Well, I really like that. That tradition is super cool.
Thank you for asking, because Oliver just gave me a fish, so that's
Oh.
appreciative.
Did you like the fish?
No, it actually smells really bad.
Oh.
Thank you.
No, it actually smells
Bye-bye.
really bad.
I'll stop bothering you.
Bye, Frog. You're still
Bye-bye.
welcome anytime. Don't worry about it.
Yay! Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
I know what that music means. This better not be a violence appearance. I'm hoping Lava Chicken is just also Oliver's song.
What the heck? Violence!
Hey!
Oh my gosh!
I knew it. I knew it. I called it.
Hi! I'm so
Hi.
sorry about this. I forgot we even had him up here. I have not seen you here in absolutely forever.
How is Oliver not hit? Panic button! Violence is here! Arrest him!
Oh.
Everyone complains about villains being around Solace all the time, and nobody wants to do anything. They just complain that Freya doesn't do anything, when they are not doing anything.
I don't think you can see me anymore. Oh!
Hi, Virgil. The general public doing everything in their power to prevent the arrest of dangerous criminals. Thank you! Thank you! There was something I was gonna... Oh, yeah! Who's Frog, send the cover right now. There's a very important song that you must hear.
Hey man, that wasn't very nice. that
You're in the car? Damn. Well, you'll hear it later, Virgil. It's the most amazing thing. Oliver doesn't know? Hasn't it been common knowledge on Solace that Violence is a convicted criminal for a very long time now? Apparently Oliver is friends with Violence. Everyone's besties with Violence. Allow Oliver is dumb. Everyone's besties with Violence, even though, the terrible things he's done. But Freya has never done anything bad. Like, intentionally. Oh, yeah, Oliver was stuck in a fishing net for, like, multiple months. So. Anyway. But nobody's friends with Freya. I feel like very few people actually are friends with Freya. Everyone's besties with Violence. Maybe I need to be around more.
That wasn't very nice. Especially in front of our guest.
Guess. Okay.
You'll be best Jesus for
Anyways.
you? Good.
Hi.
Hey.
It's been so long. The circus has been.
I have tears in my eyes. What in the fresh hell was that? I have tears in my eyes. You can't really see them. What was that?
Hi.
Hey.
It's been so long.
I know nothing about Five Nights at Freddy's. What does that mean?
The circus has been really empty
It's been so
lately.
long? What does that have to do with Five Nights at Freddy's?
But I'm glad to see at least one of us back.
Well...
Are you back for long?
Gosh, no.
This is the only thing I know about Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, you guys can't even see it.
My name is David. Dad, I want some ice cream. David, that is my name. David, I want another. David, where is my ball? I'm running out on the road. There is a car. And this is going to hit me.
Well, I need to make sure the music is actually, like, decent volume. That's a crazy one to know. How many Five Nights at Freddy's songs can there be? I know that one. I know Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I want to be. Five Nights at Freddy's. That I think, like, Jack Black sang on TikTok once. There's a lot. Someone needs to send me, like, a list. I will listen to them all and make a tier list. Can I do that on stream, or will I get copyright claimed? I'll probably get copyright claimed. I'll do it in BC. We'll make an event. Hundreds? Jeez. Wow, okay. Back to what we were doing.
You think I'm gonna just stick around this? Maybe I don't know. I'm surprised no one's been seen me here. I'm here a lot, actually.
Oh, really?
Your mom is denying you a burger? Hold on. Put me on the mic with mom. Put me on the mic with mom right now. Does your mom know that your name is Frog? I don't know what your actual name is, so I'm just gonna say Frog. Hello, Frog's mom. If I share, she will get mad? Oh, okay. Hello, Frog's mom. Please get her a burger. She has been very good and useful to the community and has been doing a lot of hard work and has also been doing very good with school, I assume. Please get her a burger. Thank you. I hope that helps you. Yes! She's so confused. Our mom says hello. Hello! I should have said Frog and Feathers, Mom. She said hi like we were on call. That's such a mom thing to do. My mom would do that. Anytime my mom would pop in when I still lived with my parents, when I was streaming, she'd be like, hello, everyone. She said hi, Freya. My gosh, she knows my name. I feel like a famous person has recognized me. Wow. Legend. You brought two very important people into the world. Congratulations. She said hi to CJ? No one else. Okay. I was allergic to the Mimic song. We're gonna keep watching now.
I'm here every morning to practice my stunts and I never see you.
Oh, I'm never here in the mornings.
You're not kidding. You have not achieved your burger. Oh, I tried. So sorry.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So, me and Frog and... You know Feather, right? Feather?
Obviously, that's
Right?
my parent.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
me and Frog and... Well, I thought so, but...
Right.
I don't-
Go on,
Yeah.
go on.
Me and Frog...
Frog and Feather's mom does TikTok lives? That's so cool. BW Skid is actually so good. It's a shame it only saw used briefly until this. Oh, you made it. It is fire.
Frog and Feather are setting up a little thing with Lucky and Light.
What?
For Valentine's Day. And, like, you and Moss are together, so you know about that stuff, right?
I guess I would.
So, I was thinking since you're...
The fact there was two people Frog met once and then they died the next time she saw them. That's why Frog and Freya need to be friends. Freya will never die. She can't. There's one way she could die, but that's probably not going to happen. Yeah. I thought we were. Frog and Freya should be friends. Freya, I think thinks that Frog kind of doesn't like her because of things. But we can have them hang out. I mean, if Frog shows up to the bakery class, Frog loves everyone. Fire. Oliver is happy and oblivious, just living life.
You're already here, maybe you could help out.
Me.
Yeah.
Me. Out of everyone else, me help.
I mean, Light and Frog and me, we're not great at romance. And, like, you have Moss, so obviously you know something.
I mean, we have been together for a really long time, and I have done pretty much really bad things, so I mean, I have to be doing something right?
Yeah. So,
Right.
You'll help us, right?
How would I
Stockholm
help you?
syndrome.
You just, like, go to...
My last encounter with Light, that wasn't very pleasant. I'll say that.
Oh, I mean, an apology doesn't hurt, right?
There was no room for an apology at that point.
You could go to Lucky.
I don't know. Something seems fishy about this.
What do you mean?
Sorry. Nothing. Don't worry about it.
So, you in?
Fish.
What do you think? Friendo over here? What do you think? Should I do it? Yeah, I'm in.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason we were still friends. Thank you.
Yeah. Just make sure not to tell anyone you saw me, please.
I'm not sure
Just-
why,
like,
but
just-
sure.
Well,
Sure.
yeah.
I gotta get back to cleaning.
Freya, fun fact, Light struggles with staying in English when she's angry. From what I saw in the last document, yeah. The pain in Freya's, yeah.
Good luck.
The
Yep.
fish
Alright.
of despair.
Bye. That was weird.
I'm sad you don't get your cheeseburger either.
Right. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna break this door.
Zero should automatically send a report to Freya. This should be like a protocol. There's no way Waters would be like, oh yeah, Violence is banging on the door. Zero's ignore that. Again, like punching things.
Intruder detected.
Yeah, thank you, Zeros.
Intruder detected. Violence a clown. Unauthorized employee.
What the hell? What? Violence.
I heard that.
You.
Hey, me! Hey, it's me. Hey.
Zeros, train every gun and weapon onto Violence right now. Fire on my command.
Hey, stop it. So, I heard, you're you're in the L word.
Go away.
Why? What if
Wait,
I...
what was the...
So,
what was the
I
thing
heard,
that
you're, I heard you're in the L word.
What did Sid the Sloth say? Lice. Lice. The last dandelion of the season. Sid the Sloth. I used to be able to do... Leprosy, that's what it... Leprosy. I can't do it. I used to be able to do it so well. I can't do it anymore. It only has authorization to fire shots if intruder enters the building. Damn it! So close.
Why? What if I came for... What if I came with good intention? Right?
Ha! The last time you were here with theoretical good intentions, Waters was kidnapped.
See, I wasn't here, okay? I was like somewhere else.
But you called him. You lured him to Elia.
Consider the Violence unlawfully entered other buildings. True. I wasn't really told what was happening, so it would have notified Waters. That's what I'm thinking. Cirrus would have immediately notified Waters. Yeah. I think Waters, if you had known, he would have known. And contacted Freya. Violence is my little cousin. How can I stay mad at him? If any of my family members, if the person that I love with all of my heart, Virgil, skinned someone alive, boiled someone alive, burnt any part of their body, I'd probably report him to everything. Was called in after a day of work, so say a few things and immediately had dip. Yeah, that's fair.
You helped Elia to kidnap him for some poison to use on my sister.
Which is
so
allowed to
do
be my
not
aunt.
tell me that you're here for good intentions when you haven't been.
I promise. I promise this time is
Virgil,
different.
you weren't here. Light already punched his ass. Light already had the opportunity to kill him, and he punched her once, and she was like, "Oh!" and didn't contact Freya because she doesn't like Freya. He should be dead, and in prison, or both.
Friend, I promise. I got a little rumor going around that there's something going on with you. You might be into someone, right?
Oh, so someone talked to you about Lucky and I. How great.
So it's true.
Yeah, give
Wait, hold
him
on. No,
Rockwood
wait.
treatment.
It's
Throw
true.
him into the ocean.
Look,
Salt
I
water
may
will
not
dead.
be the best person or even a good person at that.
Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, all
I
right.
may not be the best person or even a good person at that, but
Shut
I
up.
do know I have a good relationship. Okay?
With Moss?
Yeah.
Is that their name? Moss.
Yeah, Moss.
He has very bad tastes in significant others.
Hey man, at least I'm not trying to pursue a clown.
Go
Okay?
away.
Make me.
Okay, I will.
Hey.
Go away.
From one person to another who has had been in feelings and just a flower or two would be nice to.
I think we'll be right back. Need some recent art. Yeah, I haven't been updating. I'll do that after the stream, actually. Hey Siri, remind me in 10 minutes to update the Be Right Back screen stuff.
Give to someone that you deeply care about. That's it.
I'm going for you now. Go away.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I needed to download the Vine Boom
Light.
for that.
Hey.
Oh, hi, Lucky.
Just the person I was looking for, actually. It's a weird thing, but
Waters knows just about everything now, and with the amount of incidents that he's learned about just through stalking and breaking in and happening to Frog, that's enough for Waters to be like, no, I'll fucking kill him if I see him again. Thank you! Thank you! This is why I love Waters! Because he has some common fucking sense! Sorry, hold on. The cat is back! The window cat! Hold on. Sorry, there's this... Okay. Sorry, I had to crash out for a moment there. There's this big cat that we call Steak that looks like beef, but like the biggest, fluffiest cat with this piercing stare. Yeah, look in general. We call him Steak because he's like a bigger, beefier version of beef. Anyway, okay. Stay, the video gets funny. Okay. Here we go.
But
like a minute left.
Maybe you'll like it. This is for you.
Oh, this is adorable.
Yeah.
Gotta put one of those.
Oh.
It's something.
Not the
Because I
2-day-old fish.
got this for you.
Aww.
Not much, but
Oh no, I like it. I'll put it
Carrot
in with
floating.
my other flowers. So I know. I'm sorry. The fish is really awkward. I'm not sure.
It's okay. It's very cute. Do you hear that whispering? Or is that just me?
No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, certainly.
This has ruined it for me. They're gonna both die now. This is like this is some sort of curse.
There's a dance Feather taught me. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing like Violence the Clown and Bongwater's ghost to watch you confess your feelings.
I hope I don't crash into anything.
Virgil, this is the song I wanted you to hear. It was so short.
That was wow. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen you fly.
I don't know how to fly my wings all too well, but dragonflight's easy enough.
It's really nice. Oh,
Thank
you know
you.
what? What would go amazing with dancing is some music. Here, I have this amazing music.
Oh.
Ooh. Can I marry a ghost that I can't
It
see?
sounds beautiful.
Stranger things have
Thank
happened
you.
on
This
Solace.
one's not from Oliver, I guess. This is for me, I guess. You can have.
I
this,
could have made them a
actually.
song. You guys gotta
like-
talk to me. I'll make songs for your videos and stuff.
Thank
a
you.
gift.
Thank you, Lucky. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. The color
Yeah.
kind of reminds me.
For you,
of
always free.
You and I.
Wait, what happened?
You and I. Yeah. The color kind of reminds me of you and I.
What is she? Oh, the song?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Excuse me for a minute. Can you guys go away? All of you.
See, that's cute.
You.
Not
That's
BW.
sneaking. Go away.
So I somehow missed the acknowledgement that they were hiding, and when Light said that she heard something, I legit thought Light was losing it. Thought I missed something of Light's lore. So the three falling shocked you. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I've had them coming to my cabin back and forth all day.
Of course they do this in such an absurdly silly manner. In my culture, if someone may care about crystals, gems, jewelry, if we know how, one knows how to make them. I didn't exactly have time to make you something, but I do have this crystal.
Aww.
I think you like it.
That's so
hope you do.
cute.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you know, maybe next year, but I think it would be really cute because Freya doesn't know anything about like cultures, other cultures. She kind of knows humans a little bit, but it would be cute if like people taught Freya all these different like things that like other like everyone's cultures on Solace like do when they love someone or like gifts they give or whatever. And then she does all of that to Marcella. Freya should officiate the wedding. She's officiated plenty in the past. She'll do it again. I love doing that.
Of course, I like it. Thank you. I guess, would you want to spend Valentine's Day with me?
That'd be nice. Yeah.
You want to go on a walk?
Sure.
They're so cute.
You are
are an
A light.
angel.
There's a
You
bitch in
are
the
an
hallway.
angel.
When Trogo comes back, oh.
I'm so sorry.
Fun fact, the Uncut Virgin Light had originally said something about what violence did to Oliver, and Oliver slowly turned and looked at him, causing violence to run away. This cutout no longer canon, but would have caused a huge argument. Oh boy. What violence did to Frog, I mean. By the way, we didn't have Waters to voice for the actual bit, so I voiced it and said, Light, there's a B word. Alright. Now we have Lucky with Light's gift afterwards. Aww. That's so cute. That's so cute. Why didn't it click? There we go. Homophobic. Did this because I'm ass at writing. Thank you, Light, for helping me. Inspo from the Smile SMP TikTok. Alright, here we go. Feathers lore in a nutshell. Oh, hold on. Maybe I can do this. Hold on. Okay, this is not working. Hold on. Close enough.
To be a frog anymore. Sad face. I am gonna take off my skin to see what happens.
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon. Oh my god, I'm a raven. I hope my family's okay with me taking off my skin.
They were chill.
I'm
They
a play
were chill.
in the forest. Oh. Frag. Where the hell am I at?
Hello young one, you are my child now. I'ma call you Lotus.
Okay.
Few years later.
Mama, Papa, thank you so much for teaching me the ways of bartending and battle.
I hope you will never have to use the skills I taught you to hurt people.
But
There's a war brewing. We need the cryptid. If you don't listen, we will hurt your family, we. DCF has the old general.
T'd you the hell told. Y'all, I am a cryptid?
We can't tell you, but we know. That cryptids are very dangerous. Don't worry, we are going to bring your besties with you.
Training and ranking montage later.
Just chilling in the forest. Wait a minute, is that a baby horse?
Oh my god, that's a skeleton horse. Very careful, they are very dangerous.
No, he seems chill. I'll name you Drax. This is the village that we are posted at?
Hello, new people. I'm unnamed orphan. Welcome to our small village. I hope no one has emotional bound with me.
I was literally about to say
Once
that.
the war's over, I'm adopt you. I can't believe I made it. Too major. I hope nothing bad happens to me.
We are betraying Yo hate our planet. We are taking people will think the same.
Oh,
Scrap.
I won't
It's going-
betray
oh!
Yo EQ.
What?
Oh!
Nothing.
Fast forward a couple months.
Oh my god! The audio is so desynced.
Finally, we can fight. Now I can finish you.
Is this what you really think of me? A pest?
Text broke, that's
and
why
we
she gave
also
up.
bring
Oh.
This to our little village
Scrap.
by Little Bird.
Crack.
Oh my god, but he did try to kill me, so
Oh my god, what did you do?
I need to sound tough. This is what happens to traitors if you betray me. You will be next.
What? Why did you... what you did was not nice! It's not nice to do that!
We need to go back to the village.
1 minute later.
Oh no, we were too late. Oh, unnamed orphan.
No,
You
not
left
unnamed
you us
orphan.
alone. Almost everyone is gone. We all hate you.
Few years later.
I've done it. I killed all of my besties except for Ray.
Sorry to interrupt you, General. You got a letter from your hometown.
Oh boy. I hope it's from Papa.
We are both dead LMAO. We're mega rich now and own all of stores we own. Good luck, Papa and Mama.
With the frag. And tomorrow is the last battle.
In the battlefield.
I need to help my soldiers.
Sorry,
What?
Lotus.
Frag you.
Unknown time letter.
How am I? Alive? Hell nah, here's my dad's gun on me. How did he even get it? I need to leave this place. I wonder if Drox is still out here. Whistles. Oh, my baby boy, they all left you alone. Out here. I am so hungry. I can eat a... Oh, that would work.
Lunch break.
Wait a minute. I recognize this place. Oh, frog.
I'm back in the fucking building again!
5 days straight. Oh my gosh. That was fire. Lunch break is crazy. Also, I need to do one of those for everyone. That's fantastic. I love that. Virgil, let's explain all of the Freya and Marcello. Well, okay. The first 4 years is just them kind of being on this... Well, all of it is being on this planet. Okay. I don't want to explain the entire history of Solace. Who do I explain? What do I explain? Don't go! Not the shield! It scares me. Every time it scares me so bad. It's so loud. Oh, I'm being forged now. Alright, well. Why is my lamp moving? Turning that off. I'm turning that off. Okay. Oh good, it's out of stock. Thank God. Okay. Do we have any lore sheets from the 3rd? Nope. Okay. Things coming up. Let's see. Sorry. Writing course stuff. Faction meeting for Tuesday. More writing course. If the final event of the big official event of the season, I don't know if anyone else has anything planned, but that's gonna be on March 7th. This is just a placeholder. It's not all set in stone yet, so we're just kind of like seeing if anyone needs us to like change the time or whatever, like we could do that. But yeah, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, March 7th. So if you want to hit the little interested thingy for that, you can, and then you will get notified when it starts. Although there will be like announcements and stuff before, don't worry. He is a good teacher. Do what Virgil says. Hey, if any of you guys are looking for writing advice, check out the writing course channel. All of the lesson videos are pinned. We're about halfway through, and I actually do have a whole playlist that I made for it too, so you can just watch it front to back. It's a great thing to listen to. Yeah. He has a very soothing voice. Alright, I think we're good. I'll see you all whenever.